The loudest thing in the world, me turning on my microphone. Hey everyone, how we doing? Alrighty, tonight we have going to start out with a little more of that good old 1v1 action. On the weekend we had more of the ANZ Pantheon challenge going on. Long story short, we have a ladder reaching up towards the Prince or King. So the Prince tournament is under 1000 and the King tournament is over. So people have to basically climb the ladder as such, so they fight their way up the ladder towards the King, beating people along the way. And eventually you get a challenger who goes for the title of King of the current holder. So today we have Millenwise challenging Battle Moose. No, that's right. Anybody who watches Moose's stream probably saw this yesterday, but that is fine. I am going to cast this. You guys are going to see what's going along. So, without further ado, let's get into this. So we all know the game's Supreme Commander, and we all know exactly how this goes. 1v1s, let's check it out. And we're going to start the first game out here on The Ditch. So the Ditch, as some of you may know, is a huge amount of reclaim. All of these rocks, 175, and that's just the big rocks. It's just absolutely mind-bending. Anyway, over on the left-hand side we have Moose, and he is going pink UEF, opening up T1 Land Factory first, and you can see he has 0 mixes planned. That's how much reclaim there is, that all he's doing is power all day. And he's sending his engineers out to reclaim mass first thing. Over the other side we have Millen, and he is in this greeny grey colour. I should find out a proper time for that. But he is actually grabbing some mixes, although he is planning a bit more power afterwards. But no, he is still planning out his mix capturing while he's actually going to grab power with this engineer, who's actually going to reclaim some trees for E. Gonna throw up some more PGs, but I think that might be the wrong start, and we see a redirect going up here already to do some reclaim. Alrighty, so Cybran first lanes, getting mixes, definitely not as much power, while Moose is just power all day. I'm sure he'll grab one of these engineers at some point and start building mixes, but for now, PGs. So The Ditch, aside from the mass all over the place, here is a couple of islands in the middle. A little bit lumpy, which makes it difficult to build on, so you can't really put a huge base onto them. Got a couple of ponds at the top and bottom, and a circular river that often ends up, so navy is important, and you'll often see your opponent trying to get down here to not necessarily deny the reclaim, but maybe if they can push on and grab these 4 spots there. And of course you've got the close ones, which are normally taken. So 20 by 20 map, you can see a lot of sometimes you get late game action if it goes on long enough, but you've got to think about everything. Air for drops over to different locations, navy to come in here, because if opponent's navy gets in and starts bombarding your base with things like cruisers, you're absolutely boned. And then you have to watch out for any kind of amphibious units coming through over the water. So it's really everything to think about. It's a great map. Works well as a 3v3 actually. You've got the 1, 2, 3 spawn points that can be taken. Yeah, for the moment it is a 1v1. Anyway, so not much happening in the first few instances of this. We do have Moose down here still building away paint. You can see he has finally built his first T1 mass extractor. But let's just have a look comparatively. All the reclaim these guys have gotten. Look at this, 1.6 and 1.8k mass reclaim. Morning Food Man, how are we doing? Honestly, the amount of time you can wait before building a mix is massive. But looking at these scores, Moose is 100% ahead. He's 1.3k to 1.3, 1.6 to 1.3k because of that reclaim value there. So much more mass in, even though he's got less on the income. But he's getting there, he's catching up. Got all this energy to be able to afford. So we have down and some scouts coming out. He's going to have a look at Millen, who has just built his first transport. So if we see some interceptors come out from Moose, he might be able to pick that up. He's checking over. Transport's coming back, going to pick up a couple of engineers, I presume. Anytime now, but question is, will it get the engineers off before the scouts get over and before the Inties get out? So you see Moose was a little concerned about a first bomber or early bomber coming out. Got a couple of anti-air, proved to be completely, I wouldn't say useless, I'm sure they'll have the use eventually. But over the side, there we go. So the transport now has 4 engineers up on it. And off it goes. One guarding interceptor going up, but the question is, will it actually pick up the scouts? Which way is he going with that? There we go. Inti just flies right by the scouts. He misses it. Moose is going to see that transport very briefly. Will he get a move order off on time with the interceptor? No, he won't. Looks like it's, well, not an attack order, right? Just a move. So he's going to fly them in the direction he thought he saw it. Not a bad guess. He saw which way it's going and estimated, in fact, there we go, he has twigged up. So that's some pretty good. So he saw it initially with the one scout. He knows it was heading southbound. Now, is Millen paying attention? Goes off screen. Can't even do that. Let's have a look here. These are on a move, remember, they're not on an attack. They will shoot it as they go past, but otherwise ignore it. Millen saw the shots and immediately drops off some Engis. Actually, that looks like it was a planned drop, and he changes his mind, actually drops them all and goes back. So originally he had some to go over here and some to go up here, but with those interceptors popping out, he changed his mind and just dropped everything. Get to work on a naval factory, and these guys are going to come up here, and yep, looks like some land factory. So who Millen wants to contest for this down here? I'm going to make a battle out of that. Checking up over the side there, we have engineers by the Horde coming out from Moose. That is just all the engineers apparently. Curious about this angled walk they're taking. It's supposed to be a straight line. They're going on this lovely little curve, so is that because they're sliding down the hill? Who knows? Either way, they're gaining mass, and Moose has a drop of his own heading out. Just a short hop to those mixers up there. A few engineers on board comparatively. So Millen has grabbed more mixers for income, but overall Moose has over twice as much reclaim. That is going to be key. Mushrook even has more energy as well, so he's absolutely... How many T1? 43 T1 pigeons. Millen has been a bit more conservative. He's only got 21. Right, if we look at the generated deco, however, Millen is well ahead. Was ahead? Maybe. Sorry, it's all bouncing around the place because the reclaim is a bit hard to tell. Check out Millen anyway. He has 11 T1 mixers and 2 T2. On the flip side has, if I can find one, just hidden all this, 4 T2 mixers in his base. Kind of about it. Oh, is that one? Other one, sorry. And 2 T1 mixers. So he's kind of behind on the mixed race. Though not, because these are only T2s Millen has, whereas Moose has a couple of T2s in his base. So it kind of evens out actually. But then maybe slightly ahead. Alright, over here we have that factory is done. Seeing some anti-air turrets coming up because inevitably there will be bombers. Bombers indeed. Got a single frigate out from Millen just chilling out over here. With coming over this way to try and get in an early denial on any factories that might get built. This problem is this landfall here from Millen. So he has made that bid and he's going for it. He's actually seen his commander up this way. All in his lonesome, making sure that this is all clear, which, well, apparently it is, so imagine he'll right turn and climb up over there. And we've got some bomber harassment going on up here, but that is going to run afoul of some anti-air, which is actually trying to kill first. The anti-air stops, and that's going to be the end of that little bomber. And back over this way we have more bombers out here. They are taking down that anti-air turret. We have a drop, 5 engineers up here. It looks like it has been spotted by Millen, and I'm gonna go down. No, it's not, because the defending interceptors help keep that alive. But he's going to want to drop those off because that is a very, very unhealthy transport. Up over here, some more bombs come out from Millen. Going to do a bit of harassment up here, I would imagine. But we have engineers on the drop, and they're going to start on a first little bit of ground-on-ground action is down here. So, as suspected, Millen trying to prevent this from being caught out has a cloaked scout just chilling, giving us some intel, so he knows exactly what he's coming into. As soon as there's any kind of radar though, that thing will get spotted and it will be the end of it. So units coming in one by one from Millen, not the greatest tactic because they just get picked off by large numbers. Scout just scuttling off, unseen. And there's a lot of interceptors finding nothing much doing, but there's no anti-air to take care of them. They could pick up some transports or some bombers if they're paying attention. It looks like they might not be. Over here we have a frigate with a sub underneath, and they're going to go have a look over here. Good plan, they really want to try and stop this from going up. It is going up pretty quickly. It's to hustle over and kill these engines real quick smart. But in fact we already have another factory up for the other bunch of engines, and they're working fast on a second, going up real quickly. Right, checking out down the bottom here, this little fracas has gone on quite a bit, and Goose is now pushing in towards these factories. Wouldn't do so bad to get up some kind of extra defences perhaps, or maybe a bunch of these units coming back in to help defend, but interesting action going on over here. Bombers ahoy, just popping mixes. And on the flip side, there are bombers down here taking out these engineers, going to romp their way over this factory. What gets spotted by these interceptors does not look like. So it's bomber on bomber action. Guys taking out everything here. Guys taking out everything down here. Time these interceptors are just standing by, letting this happen. They're doing a capture? There it is. This engineer just reclaimed that mix. And we say goodbye to this factory here, while this engineer comes trundling back, and actually that single tank may make a problem for these engineers here. But this expansion has been decimated by T1 bombers. Not much left, and that probably wanted to be anti-air units coming out of there rather than artillery, which cannot do much else. Checking up the top though, Millen has grabbed himself a small foothold here. Keep that going, and there's the Navy trying to take out the factories. But we have torpedo launchers going up from a whole host of T1 engines, and they're not going to be stopped. So the focus is on trying to cut down the naval factory, but doesn't matter when there's 3 more up here. Don't think they're going to succeed. And factory much. Some more there. Alrighty. So have a look at the map control and have a look at the units. Wow, where do we begin? Really wanted some flak up here. Flak would have been glorious, but you're going to lose all this energy just sitting beside each other. Oh my word. That has got to hurt. Let's just have a look at what that's actually done to his power. Well, there is. He's stalling pretty damn hard. I know it doesn't seem like much, but when you lose all of your power at once, even if it's T1, that is a hard stall. Massively hard stall, and I think these ones might be next to go as well. So Millen, completely out of power and stalling absolutely hard, needs to get that sorted really quickly. This is going to affect every single bit of his production. Not nice. Not nice, Moose. Not cool. And yeah, more bombs are coming in. They are probably coming for the power plant, or perhaps this group here. Yes, indeed, they are popping in, and they're going for... Oh, we have flak. Bombers are going for the T2 NGs, but the flak is there, and it's going to make short work of anything that comes in. Tries to hang a right to get away from the danger zone, but no success. Alrighty, up on the top. Still with a couple of these and still get to actually grab those, but his priority right now should be power. Imagine he is still stalling pretty hard on that. Yes, he is, and trying to find a solution. Doesn't really have one. Trying to rebuild there. He's actually trying to get a T2 Regen. That will help a lot. We look over the other side. Moose, who still doesn't have much on the way of generated mass, still relying on that reclaim. But he is solid on power, absolutely no problems. Here's his guard up here though. He's got no idea Millen's comm is sitting up there with more stuff. He's still having a scrap down here for this, but he has overwhelming numbers right now. Now there's this merry band of units down here just delaying things, just stopping you from getting that. Millen, how close are you to fixing your power problems? Well, kind of not. Been his biggest issue. Slowed down considerably. And up here we see finally the just sheer numbers of overwhelming T1 have gotten and are just destroying everything. Yep. All sorts near. You got your tanks, you got your Ardis, you got your anti-air. Despite this reasonably hefty band of units, they are not going to be able to do a lot. Right, if we check it out over here, well, we have submarines, and they are lobbing in their torpedoes towards this naval factory, which is going for an upgrade, a 75% towards T2. Oh, that would be a hell of a thing to lose. Single engineer trying to get up some torpedo launcher, but that is taking forever. And I think he's going to lose that. 80% to T2. The torpedoes come out. Kill that. Kill the engineer. That much left there. Okay, back up the top here, and looks like this little wee plot has been found. More T1 bomber spam, and I think they're going straight for Millen's commander. Yes, they are, who is desperately trying to throw some anti-air to help protect his commander. But we have some interceptors coming in. Way not enough to do anything, and they are just going to get shredded by this giant force of interceptors from Moose. Let's just see how many he's got. 32 normal, 32 out of fuel. And if we're going to compare that to Millen's, what, 2? 3. So absolutely no hope on keeping things up in the sky. Commander has finished up an anti-air turret while the bombers turn around and go for factories. Okay, had a clump of engineers doing the same thing, so a bunch of anti-air around is going to make short work of those bombers, but they're not going to get a lot more done today. But again, more damage, more stalling. And then over here we have a single naval factory trying to pop out some frigates. They're not going to get much done again. Overwhelming forces, so Moose just has production out the wazoo and is spamming T1 like crazy. He's actually even got a T2 naval factory. Completely missed that change. And what's it? Looks like it's fresh new. Still green on the behind, but it's building nothing. In his base he has all the power he needs. 6 T2 gens. And there's T2 on his comm that help build that, and the rest of his factories are all T1. So it's T1 spam from Moose. But here we go, and that is a cruiser. So as I mentioned at the start of the game, if your opponent can get Navy into here, and particularly cruisers with attack missiles coming in, you're gonna have a bad time. Straight into the T2 naval factory for this. So rebuilt and instantly going up. Looks like getting some build power into help. Yes, so they help with the upgrade there. Throwing down some flak because bombers have been an absolute pain in this butt all day. It's really needed to do that. Now let's have a look at the generator of the eco. Good. It's got to be it's reclaim bouncing around. So Millen has sorted his power issues and is sitting around 68 mass income. If we go over to Moose, he is actually 24. So he is well ahead. He's well ahead on the unit game. He is ahead on the tech game. So at this point it's going to be very, very hard clawback for Millen. And he is not... don't lose another one. Though we have these Scuttles trying to keep things out, and also a Nanite, so a couple of T1 and a T2 units should help keep things at bay right up until this thing turns up. And can just sit there out of range and blink away from distance. But this horde of units moving to the bottom right, absolutely wiped clean everything in there. And just, hey, why not? Just shuffle everything down here and then charge on up. Alright, but have a look for tech in Millen's place. So he did have T2 engineer, so he's definitely got T2 something at least. And actually that T2 factory is going for T3. Whether he has the eco to run that fully is the question. Definitely got the mass bar for it. Working on some more power because he does need it. It's not a lot of surplus he's got going on. Factory there. So he's actually moving straight to Tech 3. So he's going to be able to put Tech 3 land on. That could be a changer. That could be just what he needs. T3 ground units against T1 usually fare pretty well, especially bricks. They have good range, they have a good fire rate, so they can take out the low HP T1s pretty effectively. Alright, checking out down here, got some more bomber action on some more friggin' that's Millen teach stealth on his commander. I wonder if that's a precursor to anything else, or if it's just stealth for stealth's sake, because it's always handy to have a hidden commander. But checking out down here, horde of bombers decide that they don't like the anti-air, so they're going to take it out despite suffering heavy losses doing so. More bombers over when you can afford to throw away units is good. Uh-oh. Oh no. No. Managed to finish his T2 factory, but this is an absolute swarm of T1 units, and I think if they focus down the defenses, they could probably finish that off. And they do come back around here and take out the engineers as well, so there goes the build power. These things are trying to do their best, but they are just getting absolutely hammered. And there's the cruiser. There we go, the tech missiles popping in. T1 bombers come and try and help relieve the pressure, but this is just going to be the deciding factor. Could have maybe held on with the bombers coming in to assist. This thing might have been able to pick off some more, but when you've got tanks dropping in, much sunk as well. 7 kills. Tried his best, but again, just too much. So he did finish his navy, his factory HQ, tried to get a cruiser out zone, but 80% done, and it's going to go down before it finishes. So that is a bad loss. He did have navy over here, curiously, didn't pull those back to help defend. I'm guessing his attention may have been elsewhere, potentially down here with the continual bomber spam, and this horde is starting to move up. Does Millen have any idea it's coming? No, he doesn't. Radar whatsoever. Look like so. He's got no idea. He's about to be absolutely swarmed by all of this. Have a look-see. That's a lot. That is an absolute lot. Have that T3 fair. Almost 76% done. Looks like his power issues should... Oh, finish this, please. Thank you. That would have hurt me. That would have hurt me physically watching that. And here comes the Taker missiles. So, yeah, how many? 2 cruisers? 3 cruisers? Alright, 2 cruisers here lobbing missiles in, and they are just going to slaughter everything. So, gonna want to get some tech missile defense up here. If Millen is watching, he will see these come in and go bugger, damn. Start looking at upgrading shields, popping out some extras, and getting some TMD up, especially to protect this, because this is going to be key. If you can keep this alive and get some bricks out, they are going to be able to stop this. So don't think he's paying a huge amount of attention, because these units are very static. But here comes the horde. Come around flank and drop in and crush. Had a T2 factory here, and which was going to start spitting out rhinos, which would have helped. That is just far too much to deal with. Alright, checking out. Do we have any tech defense? Still hasn't quite seen it, but he is putting out some T3 NGs. Work on some bricks real soon. Have you seen that? Alright, pops in his little navy here just to try and come and some pressure. Great thing to do. A couple of T1 and F for all these. Really do with a flag. Oh, there is a flag. Radio. That's going to get itself a whole bunch of kills, I'm sure. Nicely clumped together units. See you later. So Millen has T3 on the ground and he has got bricks coming. Nope, still engineers. I presume bricks are going to be next. But this navy is pretty much gone, so he's out of the water as well. He's not even... Are these... Oh, they're empty, so... Could have been a drop. I'm over the drops. Quite likely they dropped off those. Checking up over the side and... Okay, Moose has paused all these and is gone for air spam. He has 5, 6, 7 air factories. So you've got the power to run, so he's in no danger there. Looking up this way though, this little merry band of units has actually done some good work. They've gotten in this far and can look at starting to clean up these factories here, similar to what this extremely big band of units did. Hello, that's a monkey law plan, so Millen going to get some extra build power with some hives. Going to throw down some extra shielding. He's got some flak up to take here. Ski bombers, and he's going to start up with monkey law. That could work if he can get it done and get it through. He could wreck because Moose has no tech. He has gone for the tier 1 spam. He has committed to this tier 1 spam. All he's got tech of is navy. Cruisers firing again. So there we go, we can hear the TMD having a go at trying to protect things. We have shield generators going down because they are the weakest type. T1 bombers coming en masse. They don't care if they get shot down as long as they get their bombs away and they can just try and pop some of the stuff. That'd be all she wrote. Okay, we have the T1 units strolling around. We have some Cerberus turrets up in defense. We have bricks coming out, which is great. But honestly, what he wants is to upgrade these shields to be stronger, get some more TMD, or even maybe pop out loyalists. Get some more loyalists over here that can bounce attack missiles back. These, but here we go, here's the push. So tier 1 units versus bricks and Cerberus turrets. Still got power issues by looking for trying to get another iron reactor up, so that is telling. Up over here though, this group have actually not done bad themselves, taking down 3 factories, 2 to go. Could make a difference. Don't want to run into a bunch of T1 PD though. That's going to hurt. Check back up on progress over here with that Monk While still just working on the build first. Stealthcom isn't really going to stay anytime soon unless he stalls on power. But hey, that seems to be Millen's life right now with power issues. Alright, this group has backed off. They decided they don't want to try and dribble into the turrets and everything. In the meantime, Millen trying to throw up even more zappers. The number of cruisers grows. You cannot say cannot, but at one point you just get too many cruisers and you need so many attack missile defense, which a whole bunch just went down. That things aren't going to work. Alright, power has been not restored. Is he still plugging on that? Yeah, they're still floating on that. You definitely don't want to be floating on power when you're trying to defend it. Shields blinking is a bad sign, and here comes the horde. Let's see how this goes. We have 3 bricks and a handful of Cerberus turrets. This isn't going to end well, I don't think. Did Millen manage to start his monkey? Well, he got his power up, so shields should be okay, but still hasn't started the monkey, and his base is got problems. We've got tech missiles coming in, we've got ground units swarming in, we have tech trying to defend like mad. Look at this brick, he's got 12 kills to his name. This one's got 13, that one's got 13, so killing hordes of T1 units, but there's just so many. So absolutely many, just rolling through the base, and additional tech missiles coming flying in, just making an absolute nuisance, and this is too much. But one of the bricks goes down. Look at this, 25 kills in this guy, but there's just so many T1 units slaughtered by the RD. And now there are units parked in this base and they are going to start trying to kill everything. Shield's about to go down, which means power may go down. Units come down. Yep, there we go. I'm BGing. Two BGing just about to pop. The Cerberus Taurus trying to do their best. 27 kills on that guy. I'd like to see the kills on the rest of them, but they keep dying. 24, 28, 7, 4, 1. There's so many units in the area, and does he have enough to focus down there? He has taken out so much power. Miller must be stalling again. Let's check. No, he's okay because he's stalling hard on mass. That would mean he's building a monkey. But it's barely started. Absolutely barely started, and his base is in tatters. Any moment now, there's another T3 mix about to go down. Nothing left. His eco has turned into 85. 85 eco versus 200. And that is his T3 HQ gone down. The brick rolls off, heavily damaged because it was just destroyed during the destruction. And Millen decides he's done. He is done. So there we go. Just absolutely swarmed by the T1. The Ulion bombers that just took out all his power. It's got to be a factor. Has to be one of the main factors there. So effective bomber rating from Moose just made things absolutely traumatic. There we go. So round 1 goes to Battle Moose. Millen Wise takes out with a control K. He knew things was over. His base was tattered. Didn't have enough to finish up with the monkey. That is all she wrote. Okay, we shall load up the next game. The next game shall load up, I say. Here we go. Okie dokie. Excuse me, I'll have a drink. Tasty. Alright, so much smaller map actually. This is a 5v5 compared to the 20 by 20 kilometer one we had, and this is Adaptive Salt and Pepper. I'm not sure why it's called salt and pepper, or maybe it's because of the rocks and things that are peppered around the place. So again, a bit of reclaim, including quite a substantial bit of reclaim in the middle. A couple hundred there. That's a T2 Mixers upgrade worth. And let's have a look. So Battle Moose here in the top, still pink, still UEF, opening up with some first land, and looks like he's going to go for the Hydro probably. Down here we have Millen has actually switched up to Seraphim, and he has also opened up first land. He's actually going for some power first. That's interesting. Looks like, yep indeedy, so he's going to send an engineer over here to start reclaiming some rocks because there is a bunch of them. Alrighty, so as mentioned, looks like Moose is going to go straight for this. Hydro Commander coming up to finish helping that, so he's going to get a little bit of eco up first whilst Millen goes for the reclaim. Right down here we're going to see any, yes we are, we're going to see lab play. So that is a Sellen from Millen Wise. These cheeky little bastards can cloak. If you disable their firing, they won't shoot at anything, they'll just sit there, very sneaky, giving you some free intel. So you see exactly what he's done. Cloak has been engaged. Of course it needs to sit still for a couple of seconds for it to work. But again, free intel. And we have the other Selene going this way. So he's going to hedge his bets. Actually goes to the cheeky mix block. So differing thoughts about this. On one factor, it is you can have your engineer sitting there wondering what the hell is going on. Why isn't it building a mass extractor? But then you're like, oh yeah, cloaked units. On the flip side, because that means they know they're there, they'll grab something like a T1 Arty and they'll just ground fire it to death. On the other hand, if you put it just beside the mass extractor, then you'll get intel for days. So the question is to what's more important, to block the mix building and have the engineer sitting there going duh, or getting intel, because that radar is, let's just have a look. So we can see quite a bit of distance, and it has a really good radar too. So it keeps info on that area. This one, where's it going? is going to this mix. So he's going for the double mix block, just to slow down engineers. Not going to have any success with that one because it's already built. Probably be better off flicking it around here somewhere and just making a note of things coming in. Interestingly, neither player has made a move towards the center. I hear... Okay, so either he forgot to tell that Selen to stop shooting, or he deliberately wanted it to start firing at things. Looks like he's going to go up here and try and catch up this engineer, but not before it runs afoul of a striker. Going to chase it down, couple of shots, and boom, he's gone. No scene to that. Okay, supporting Tham coming in again. Actually, we have Moose with a defensive anti-air unit, so he really doesn't like his bombers. Really doesn't like his early bombers, which is something he used to reasonable effect against Milan last game. Well, they went early, but they were bombers. Alright, checking up over here, Tham has decided I'm going to wander on up and have a scrimmage. Thinks better of it and tries to run away, is actually going to manage it because Moose is not pursuing. Extra reinforcing units coming up along with some more scourge, so a bit of radar for there. Alright, we have Milan Wise on the move. He is stomping along with his comm, and that's pretty aggressive actually. Moose is still sitting around in his base. He's going to tuck in, just wander on back, and oh, actually he's getting... Oh, it could be bad. It's going up pretty quickly. Can he sustain it is the question. Well, he's got a good amount of mass and energy. But once I run out, it's going to slow right down. Now then, Milan, however, is pushing up with his comm. He's going to be in a world of hurt if this finishes, or he can get things sorted. And who's planning to go over there? Oh, that's a lot of build orders for this engineer. See how that goes on. On the right though, Milan is starting to push up the ramp with his Thams, getting blocked by the ridge. They're going to pop over and encounter a bunch of them. On the other side we have Milan pushing in with his comms, so he's actually going pretty aggressive on this map. He has his comm up, he has some random units on the other side, and if he discovers Moose on the upgrade there, I imagine he's going to have something to say about that. Currently has no idea, but taking out Eco is never a bad idea. And they're going to get caught by a larger group of strikers, going to retreat over the ridge. Just make that annoying, but up here is more of a problem. So it actually worked. That engineer was sitting there forever trying to build that. But it was a Selen in the way and nothing happened. Alright, scout overhead, so Milan is, if who's watching, is aware that Moose is on an upgrade here, and he knows he can't afford to let that continue. Comes some of the pressure. Imagine we'll see these guys rocking down here, especially the, oh, there's that bomber. Yep, so Milan is aware, and yes he is, he's bombing away, going to kill the engineer first, so the assistance is down. Bomber's not going to get much more work done, but by killing the engineer it slows down the upgrade. And he's bringing this comm around. So this is it, Milan knows if Moose finishes this upgrade, he's in for water hurt. Keep the units back, thin out Moose's units. We can get some tier 1 arties up over here to lob over the ridge, he'll be doing well. But see, Milan has brought his commander back some just to take out some of these, just to try and clean things up a little. But that is a very close to finishing upgrade there, so it's going to be tight. Alright, Milan moving back in with his units, he's got tier 1 RD helping out. And the question is, can he do enough damage to Moose? Oh, he's got overcharge. That's going to help a lot, and of course Moose stuck on the upgrade cannot choose his target, so his comm is locked on Milan's comm. But we have units coming in, tier 1 RD coming in, he's down to 50%. Milan is coming close to 50%, but he's got more units coming, he's got a bomber coming over here as well. And these tier 1 RD was somewhere dropping shells on, and Moose is down almost into the red. In fact, into the red he goes just as he looks to be finishing that upgrade. And he is in dire straits. Now remember, to stay alive, Milan needs to have 2,500 hit points. I think he's going to make that. He's got units on the hand, he's got bombers coming in. Moose is well down onto the red, and I think... oh, it was close. 3,000 hit points on Millen's comm by the end there. Gets a rank of it right to the end, which helped him, which makes it look a little bit better, but that was actually quite close. Quite close indeed. Could have been a draw. So Millen being very aggressive, right up with his comm and took through everything into trying to stop that upgrade and just do enough damage, because had he not stopped Moose, terrible. So have a look at that kill death ratio. Fantastic. But that ties up the series. Much shorter game compared to the previous one actually. This game was about 27 minutes and that one was around 7. Much shorter. But that does gives us our third game. So let's pop over to here. And we shall fire this up and see what we have to wrap up the best of 3. And here we go. So we have, okay, it looks like a random map. We have the map generator pulling up something. So this is no map knowledge. We are just going to have, players are going to have to wing it. We have some trees for reclaim. We have some rocks for reclaim. In the middle, around the edges, a few spatterings here and there. Not a huge amount to write home about, but enough to get a couple of mix upgrades off of those. Alrighty, so Moose remains in his Brightwing and remains UEF and opening a first land. And there is a Hydro near-ish by, so I imagine we'll see 4 mixes and Hydro. Over to the other side we have Millen, and he has stuck with his Seraphim, which brought him the win in the last game. And it looks like he's doing the same. Got first land up here and likely going over to the Hydro. Millen says, whatever happens, neither of us lose clean sweep. Which means 2-0 kind of victory. So get the standard build queues on the front. 1 factory, 4 mixers and Hydro. Over here, 1 mix, but they are starting to come out, so once again the early labs from Millen to have a look at things whilst Moose focuses a go. Some more engineers. Do we see a lab after that, or will they continue with the NGs? This map is a 10 by 10, so the early labs may not get a lot done because they've got a long way to go, but they can at least get some intel, some knowledge going on. So in the middle we have, right, it's kind of fun actually. They do mirror, so there's always a line drawn somewhere that is reflected. And anywhere and it's reflected. Some more labs coming out. I wonder if God he had queued those. First factory. It's 3 pigeon into land factory. So Moose not going for air at the moment. He has yes, it looks like another land factory planned. Millen is starting up on his air factory, and if he gets some annoying bombers out, he could some damage, because obviously Moose has not built Submarine T1 anti-air from the factory. See it out of one of these perhaps, but for now, well, nothing is planned because Millen wants more power. Doesn't want to lose out on the power front. So I've got some combat units coming out of here. When I say combat, they've already been. So civilians around the place, and it's rolling off to Scott Angel. Tail. Picking up the Salons, they're going to run head first into a Snoop and a pair of tanks, and they're going to go pop. Strikers doing the job of keeping this engineer safe, which undoubtedly is what those guys were going for. Alright, looks like these two are just gonna X cloak. This guy is going to go, it's like this mixed cloak on there. tech situation upgrades. Nope, these are all T1s. Go get power and off we have a single bomber out from Millenwise. Battle Moose, so he's going land all day. That's land factory, that's land factory, that's land factory. No air whatsoever, so he's going to be relying on things like, I know I saw one this year, little archer, try and defend from the Alia's call, but this NG has been scouted and he's trying to put up a T1 point defense, not a T1 AA, which, while handy, is not going to do jack to this guy. So he's going to roll on and see a bomb. Not. See a bomb shortly. Scepter's coming out just to help over. And that bomber has just carried on flying into the middle of nowhere. Up comes back, and is it now? Oh, it's on a patrol order. So that's not going to complete, is it? It's not. Engineer interrupted. And Moose has no air of his own to counter some AA, which I imagine will start rolling down this direction. What's to do? Have a look at the ground unit, so Moose is pushing up. Much larger force than what Millen has available to him. But again, we see this here. Engineer trying to build. It can't build because there's a unit in the way. It's down here, so Moose is looking a bit stronger on the ground. He's got his section down here up and running well before Millen has got his. It's got a large Bandu sniper here, so we could see that good old T1 swarm again working for him, which it looks like is exactly what he's going for. So if we check on the land factories, he has 9 factories versus 4. So 9 factories versus 4. What might help Millen is this air factory. It has no air factories. This bomber has just been chilling around on patrol and is just going to start popping. It's on 3 kills, so it's virtually paid for itself. Kills the engineer off. Well, actually, it's got this as well. So denying the eco is great. He's going to come in and not quite get the NG because of the move order. No, didn't move at the right time. Gets picked off. So 4 kills and still denying down there. Having looked down the bottom though, Moose has walked right up to this comm as Millen has done on the other side. You see he has, and this is a very paltry force to try and stave off all of this, plus a commander. Back up here though, that's a more healthier looking force. But again, commander, and in fact Millen is popping up some more build power of his own. He needs more factories. Engineer over here, what? Sorry, a bomber here going for an engineer. Get it? Yes it is. But it's on a patrol order. It's not really being microed. Let's just sort of say, look, just wander around and do stuff, kill stuff if you can, and maybe to get another engineer, maybe to get shot down. Should get shot down, but it does pick up the engineer, so kills. And this bomber has done some great work down here. It's got himself 5 kills, but strays into range of an anti-air, which then probably ignores it. Coming along, another bomb there, 4 hit points left, 1 more bomb, and this thing would have done some great work. Bit of an area, bit of a denial just on eco. Remixes, engineers, scepters, so it is not going to be able to get that last one. Anyway, looking at the more action side of things, so that push we mentioned down here with a lot more units is paying off. And stroll into range of these guys who are just simply going to go, nope, and fall back into better formation. We do have a bomber over here trying to pop some things off. For a commander, just way to mix up there. So this bomber is still going. Isn't going to get that final mix out. Oh, come on, you could let him. Done such great work. But back up here we have a look, and units being harassed by yet another bomber. One unit and damages another 3 heavily. Going to be picked up by an interceptor though, and that is going to turn around and blap it out of the sky. Oh, is it going to get one more bomb off? Is it going to survive? There's some other interceptors coming in, maybe. No, it's not. Go, the single bullet left to take it out. Alright, Moose is grabbing his gun upgrade a wee bit safer this time. And with the radar, so he's got units in front protecting him. Got units on the side protecting him. And just chilling. Nope, he decided to move as soon as I say that. Thanks, Millen. And well, he's got to be a little careful because that's... he's got supporting units, so he should be fine. But over here is where things are going to get interesting, because if Battle Moose draws in this comm to the front, if he drags him in, gets the upgrade done and starts walking in, he will have overcharge, I imagine, before doing that. Yes, he does. So 9,000 energy, he can do that. He could roll in with that comm and just start supplementing this army here right on Millen's doorstep and start causing problems. Right, but just checking out is Millen. So gun is done for Moose. And that's still T1 spam. Got another air factory back here doing some stuff, so that's all good. Millen's comm just taking his time to gradually pop things off, and a bit of mass kills on his name. Does want to be careful. Alright, let's flick back up over this way, so a bit more of a sizable force, probably even to that, you know, be a good little scrap if they came in, but here is the deciding factor. We have Moose wandering in with his commander. As the gun comm, and he wants to take some things on. He's got his radar up, so he's got his intel, so he knows what is where. Even though there's a larger force here than what is seen. But he has no idea Millen's comm is right here. And speaking of Millen's comm, he has started an upgrade. Actually, he's all the way back here. And that is going up really quickly. How's his? Well, he's about to run out of energy, and that will slow that right down. But he won't care. He'll stall through that, and he'll be happy for it. This force is just consolidating itself a little bit. Maybe not the best formation, especially with a commander stomping up. And Moose knows exactly what that formation is. We're going to come along, we're going to see an overcharge come and probably pick off this first bunch of units. 3, 2, 1. Apparently they're spread out enough. The overcharge only killed 1 unit. Who knew? Check up over here though, this gun upgrade is done for Millen. But all the action is down here for the moment. We've got a bomber flying over from Moose. I don't know what he's going for. But we should see a reactionary response. Yep, so bomber coming in and probably gets picked out of the sky. And actually that's a T2 factory for Millen. So the reason why he's got a few less units, he has been working on T2, and that's an Ilshiva. Ilshivas of course are very good at cleaning up T1, but not so good at cleaning up commanders when they have overcharge and a gun upgrade. So that is going to be there. Over here we have Millen just chilling. I think all the focus right now is over here. Looks like Millen is going to try and push him with his units, and if he can do enough damage to that comm, no, he doesn't have enough units to do that, because Moose has his own army at his supporting. Alrighty. And Millen starts a Regenerer. Don't often see that one, but that will help. It'll help to keep his units alive. And actually that Ilshiva has done pretty good work. Just going to pick off those units at range and keep them honest. Whilst Moose stomps around with this comm. Still looking pretty healthy. 2/3 health. He's fine. He's got backup army behind him. He's got more coming. He'll be right. And he's just going to stand off and pick off things. He's pretty close to a rank in veterancy too. That's going to help him out, and he's even using it to scoop up some of that mass, because why wouldn't you? On the flip side, Millen has finished the Regenerer on his commander, so you see that lovely field there, and that is helping units all the way out to this far away. Bomber's going to go down there, but this large force is going to decide, no, they're going to stop back. I thought they'd just roll over the sections on there, but on the other side we have these Ilshivas are making a heck of a difference with their range and health, they will just take out those, but they do need to be careful of the commander because a single overcharge will say goodbye to any number of those. In fact, he starts on a T2 upgrade. So it looks like he wants to try and get a bit of PD creep as well. On the other side, Millen is pushing up with his scom. So he's decided he's going to go have a look. Leaving his army behind may not be a good idea, especially with this giant horde. If he walks into that, he is done for, but I think he is aware of that. Yes, he is. He has the radar. So he's just going to skirt the edges, pick things off a little bit. So he's not pushing in too far, he's just nibbling around, trying to see what he can pick out. Right, Moose over here, however, is still working on that T2 upgrade on his comm, is moving his army in where Millen's army is not. And they're going to get through, and who knows how much they can do, but we see the reactionary here. The Ushvas are going to track on over. And this lot, if they go this way, are going to run into a wall T1 PD, but this group stops for some reason. And they pull back. Over on the flip side though, Millen's comm is standing over here, just quite happily picking things off. We do have some T2 PD going up from Battle Moose, so T2 engineers haven't popped out of a factory. We have T2 power sitting over there. And these are going to be a problem to deal with. Millen, however, does have his comm. He could push up and look at overcharging that, but he doesn't want to get too close considering all these units. He's going to want to drop his comm back and the units back and try and save all that, because that is a death sentence for him to hang around here. Over on this side we have another overrun, although these Ushvas could be the difference. They're standing tall, they're taking out units left, right and centre, supported by a lot more Ushvas really, and that is going to stall that. However, we have the PD creep from Battle Moose coming in, so he's got T2 and gun on his commander. We've got T2 PD coming over there. On this side we have, what's it, spot to be in. I wonder if Moose even realised just exactly what that was. If his attention was elsewhere, because he could have swarmed Millen right there, right then, and that would have worked. Gun comm or no, that's a, how many are there? We've got some pillars in the mix. So 40 T1 arty, 50 T1 tanks, that's a commander that would die, and T2 PD picking at him as well, so really don't want to be doing that with your comm. And agrees. Yeah, she pulls back to stop that, so slight stalemate, but I'm going to say the advantage is sitting here with Battle Moose. He has T2 PD over the side doing a bit of creep. He has, these units are stacking up, but you can do little run-bys like this. We check back here, okay, that is T2 PD in Millen's base. He's got some of his own engineers out. Pick up this side, we have T1 bombers doing don't know what. Millen just chilling. Again, I could just grab a bit of mass with his NG. But over here, units just standing still, taking triad fire. Probably don't want to be doing that. Alright, over the side, Millen again, just playing footsies with his comm. Things out, gets himself a second rank of veterancy, so he's got a bit more regen now, and of course regen on the units behind him because of that regen aura. Still has to be careful. If he stands still for too long, he will take a bundle of T1 artillery fire, which, as we all know, hurts a hell of a lot. It's an army to be wary of. He is backed up by a bunch of Ushvas. They are going to help. Still something to be very of. Back over the left hand side though, Moose is starting out his creep, and is that a mobile missile launcher? Yes it is. And don't get too close. Good shot. And that's T2 ID? Sure that's T2 artillery. I can't see it. I am blind. I'm sure it's around there somewhere. There it is, it's at the front. I don't know what it's doing at the front outside the shields, but there it is. Okay, so that's coming in, and that takes care of that, which is a great help. On the right hand side though, Millen here, again, we've got to be careful. Does have the Ushvas to help work this bombers coming up overhead from Moose to try and defend out, and Millen is dropping right back with his commander. He does not want a bar of that. The Ilshiv is also dropping back, and that's going to really sort out this T1 spam Guncom with the regen aura. And there's a Assault Boss just standing around and have a look at that. This T1 is just being melted. So the push was there, and there were supporting units coming in as well from the side. The thought was he might have been able to catch the commander out here, but Millen wisely pulls back, keeps himself safe. That is a lot of death and destruction. So yeah, flicking over to this hand side there, we have Moose with his own T2 arty. And is he aware of the other one? No, we can't see it. He just knows it's there somewhere. Maybe he's going to go for the HQ, maybe he's going to go for the E-storage. Sure, but again, on the flip side, does Millen have intel? Not really. He has radar, but doesn't know what he's looking at. So it looks like it's going to be a bit of arty back and forth, and indeed, look at that. Straight on with T2 HQ. See a reactionary shield or something. Yep, there we go. Here's a shield. So T2 is going to come over and start trying to build a shield, but will they complete? Artillery fire, second one planning to go up. That shell just missed completely. Flew right over everything and impacted on the ground. So shield gen's starting to go up. How is your... He's alright, it's good. Floating a bit of mass. Power. Okay. So looking at steady 75 income for Moose. A steady 79 income for Millen, so pretty even on the eco side of things. But Moose is camped on Millen's doorstep with a pair of artillery. Is that a third one? No, it's just Dryad going up. Something to be concerned about. That T2 arty is... Oh, that is the T2 HQ is gone, so no more Ilshivers for Millen. Unless he has another HQ somewhere else, which he doesn't. So that's going to be a problem. But... we do have this. Horde of units going to start cleaning things out. There's a lot of Ilshivers in here. We've got some T2 mobile missile launchers. Looks like they're going to decide to wander on over and help sort things out. If they can take out the shield journal, would be the best thing. And, oh, is that Nothers? That is completely missed that coming. T2 air. Nothers in from Millen. They could have gone for the commander and done some damage, but that shield is down. His units going down. What are the Nothers going for? Well, they've got their bombs away and they went for the commander and or engineers in the area, and Moose needs to fall back. He does not have the units to support himself. I think he'll be okay with gun and overcharge, but yeah, get some T1 PD down here from these engineers will help as well. He needs to keep on walking back he does. On the other side we have Millen sensing some distraction perhaps. Is, yep, all the units being hoarded over here to help out with the commander. So Millen is going to push up with his merry band of Ilshivers and his commander with his healing generator field. I suspect we're going to see them move in slightly faster than that. Right, the units over here have been thawed out, although we have the missile launchers field day taking down the other artillery. So that is well spent because that would have been a problem. Looking at up here we have, well, that turned into a T2 HQ pretty quickly, and we've got some more Ilshivers coming out of that. Map is looking even, but I think we're going to find that this is a little bit on top with the units right outside. Thank you for moving, those were just slowly dying to a single thing. But Ilshivers are kind of tough and they can take things down. Throw a commander into the mix and it is going to be nasty. So Millen rocking into the base is the question. Is this enough point defense to stop all this? Answer, with a commander, no. Let's see there, the shots coming in, overcharges will come in and help destroy things as well. Just too many to handle. No anti-air in the mix though. We've got bombers having free reign over Millen at the moment. And if we flip over to the other side, we have Nothers there to duty. Checking out the units on this front. Well, he's lost his shields. Is he power stalling? Might be power stalling. Yes, he is very low on power, so he could be power stalling on there, but if we look over the right hand side, you can see he has a very healthy contingent of units. Still no anti-air, but they are just going to roll over everything. They've taken out Moose's power. T2 PG, so he's now bouncing. Kind of okay. Maybe he's got some more T2 down here. Just a bunch of T1. But nonetheless, that's his HQ. May not have another one. And they are just going to town on that. Look, the hit points just drop off. Commander's defending, popping down the pillars, and there goes the HQ. So that, another push in from Millen, although successful compared to the one over that Moose had over here. He has rebuilt the T2RDs, but they're going to take some time to get through these shieldings. And in the meanwhile, he's a commander in his base, building some air defense because, hey, there's air coming in on him. In fact, Battle Moose is withdrawing his air. Has got a bunch of units coming in, so looking to support on that. Millen is right here though, just going to pop up some more air defense, leaving his units to do some of the tidying up. Going to clean out camp. Scout overhead with some interceptors by the look of it, and a single flak who's going to have a field day. Alright, but these artilleries are back up. We do have another power up there. T2RDs are doing something. Shooting at shields, perhaps they don't want to target. But we flick over to the right and we see that Millen Wise has well and truly routed this base. It's a single T2 mass extractor. There's not even a single T2 mass extractor left. T1 Air Factory is going to survive. Only because, maybe not. One assault bot tickling away at this. Will eventually kill it. And that is the last remnant of Battle Moose's main base. When he gets himself down his own factory, we're probably going to see engineers come out for a reclaim. And this leaves Moose with the T2 HQ that he's trying to camp down, but some anti-air on the ground is going to deny that. And yet still more clink hammers going up, so Moose trying to break the shields and break the space. We flick back over to the right though, we see Millen has started the march of the Ilshivas. And they're just coming in and killing stuff. He's leaving his comm out here nice and safe. I think he realizes he doesn't want to risk something silly at this point in time, so he's just going to spam out with the units. Did I see a 3-star Ilshiva? I did. 17 kills in that guy. So no star has 2500, the 3-star has 3250 health, and they are just rolling over everything. Coming in, slaughtering the T1, ripping down Zui's here, ripping down the structures, and even got some Nothals overhead adding to the damage. So this is a bad way for Battle Moose, who is also couple of beautiful bombs, take out 4 engineers. No anti-air here whatsoever. Those bombs have free reign. We have missile launchers coming into the fray. These 3 artillery are probably focusing on the wrong target. Moose has no idea there, otherwise I would see those shells be landing right in the middle of those, taking them all out. Instead I think they're going for power. That's not going to get a lot done. Perhaps I spoke too soon. Lands too far. Misses the PG altogether. But having a look back over here, and not a lot left to defend with. Got some engineers hurriedly throwing up some T1 PD on a line. We know that's rushed because they don't have any wall sections around them. There's a whole bunch of tanks on the same spot, and as I spot them they split up. But here we go, the move comes in. Ilshiva is going to rock on through. T1 artillery is going to drop shells all over the place. That is a push, and we have an additional push coming in behind that to sort things out, and another army over here. Moose looks like he is, well, that's his commander wandering out. He's being hit by T2RD, he's being hit by mobile missile launchers. He's decided enough is enough. And he's going to wander in his commander. It could be a last stand kind of situation, just going to wander in and let his commander die. I think we're going to find out very shortly. Is pretty much done for. Odd units at the back of his base. These T1 point defense are trying for all the worth to keep things going, but they're going to drop down very much. And indeed, Moose throws out the GG. Doesn't like what he sees. Doesn't have enough units to break this. And he's just going to walk straight in, stand still, and control K. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is a 2-1 victory for Millenwise over Battle Moose, and Millenwise has climbed up the ladder. We could see him next weekend, or perhaps the one after, going to have a go at the king position, which, who is that held by? I believe is, let me check that out from memory, very bad memory, and looks like it could be. Either way, he is challenged, he is won his way up the ladder, and he is good to go. So Battle Moose bows out. Good little fight here. He almost had things with these T2 ID, almost, but I think missing the mobile missile launchers, some or his focus was elsewhere. Absolutely missed that. It's key. So Millenwise playing well on that map. Looked very touch and go for quite some time. Good little battle, but in the end he does come out on top. Alrighty, let's have a look at what we have up next. Okay, so the boys are in a game. Unfortunately, they're in a what can only be described as going to be a long game. So I'm not going to be able to join them for a while. What we could do is we could either join a game of our own and have a stomp around, or we could look for something else to cast. Let me just double check if we've got anything recent that looks interesting. Please. Something up, maybe another 1v1 or a maybe half an hour team game perhaps. Come along. And for some reason it is not clearing. Search parameters, and it keeps showing me the one game. Get out of that. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's look for some recent interest. Looking at that and what we do. That's not what I wanted to do. I press the button, ignore that. Then we'll just try and start a new freaking game before we're ready. I know what we'll do. We shall try and find a good old classic settings. Everybody loves a settings clutch, right? Right? Everybody loves a settings clutch. Skip that, skip that. A 27-second game is probably not the best one to go for. Half an hour, we thinks? Maybe. Getting snow, we could probably do better. Sorry folks, so I want to find a decent game to actually plonk out for you, and Setting sometimes comes up with a good one if we can get a couple of decent teams. Trade some of that. Okay. Everybody loves the settings. Reckon on in. Fun one. Alright. we're going to jump onto the settings one here. So actually close out of this. Up. Settings clutch. And it looks like there's going to be some average Joes, not noobs, not pros, but Joes slapdashedly in the middle. Alright, loading on in, and let us find out how this game's going to go. I literally have no idea. I have not seen this game. I don't know if it's going to desync. I know nothing. Alright, we're going to start down the bottom here. So right up the front we have, this is Lemony Snicket, forever going to be known as Lemon. He has gone pink and he is Aeon, opening first land. Down on the beach navy we have Alfie. He has gone lavender Seraphim. Up the back white UEF we have Thybor. It's understandably opening first air. On the rock navy position we have Johnny the Beginner and he is pale blue Aeon. On the other team up the front we have Monkey. He is yellow UEF and already his comm is marching to the front to get that tasty reclaim. Up on the navy beach position we have Old Mate. He's got himself green Cybran. He's opened up first land. And apparently somebody eats Jamaican meat pies. Well, it's not going to be this grey dude at the back who's Shiny Stew. He is grey and he is Aeon, also opening first air and getting some of that reclaim as well. And finally on the opposing rock navy position, and there is Salamander Squitch. But anyway, he's Aeon and he is dark green. Alrighty, so looking at the middle, so actuality Monkey has gone straight for the reclaim in the middle, whilst Lemony Snicket has delayed a bit with his comm, so you're ready that Monkey is much further ahead. Let's see if we're going to see some early drops on here. So we have Pigeon going up with Old Mate standing still. Knock Mr. Anderson. Love it. Alright, checking up over this way though, we have Alfie, and looks like there is a plan to get a ringed air factory. And there we go, distance build navy for Johnny. It's not a bad idea. It can get you an early naval factory. He could be going to go for an early deny, get a couple of subs out and a frigate, and that will help prevent any naval factory getting plonked up on here. Comparatively, Old Mate still with a single. Is he stalling on something? Because that is taking a long time to go up. Well, no, he's not stalling on. Oh, he is. Living off reclaim, which is why that took so long to get up. Comparatively, his beach compatriot down here, around about the same, though a little bit ahead with that. So, checking up in the middle though, we have Monkey. He has wandered his way up. He has a radar plan from an engineer. Very long time to do that. Going to see him wander into enemy territory and start some reclaim, or is he just going to grab what he can and run? Won't be checking out though, neither of them have any supporting units, so straight comm on comm action. Nothing come out, nope, still just straight engineers with a lot of power being planned. Alright, any drops? Nope. There's an air factory from Salamander, and he might be playing a transport out of that. Got an air factory started for Alfie, so no drops for either of those players yet. And taking a real long time on that power plant. Do we have some stalling for Johnny? Yes we do. He is stalling hard. Dude, pick a power source, reclaim with something else. Trying to do too much once. He's pulled this engineer because he realizes it's happening too much. Side, Old Mate has just been doing NG after NG after NG with lots of reclaim going on. I think he's going to be okay, and yeah we do. Now I actually never mentioned the balance on this game. We have 93%, we have average of 950 on each team exactly, so that's actually pretty well balanced, not looking so bad. But if we drop down to the middle, we can see Monkey is doing reclaim on Lemony Snicket's side as such, so he's getting somebody further away, while it's gone straight for the Salem Rex. Monkey has gone for a bunch of these, so his commander's now standing still with nothing to reclaim. It's going to sit there doing useless shots at Lemon's water, and he's getting pinged by a teammate to get the mass. You go, get the mass is what you need to do. The mass. That's all you got to do. Get the mass. Good head start, but it looks like he's going to miss out a little bit on there. So checking out here, we do have a drop coming over, and that is Salamander with, is that 6 NG? So a full transport going to bug over to the island. Not a interceptor in sight. In fact, we have a transport planned from Alfie, but I think he's going to be a little bit late for that. By the time he gets anything over there, that is going to be a well-established foothold. This flare is running around, but it's going to be picked up by the striker, so no dramas on that front. Lemon is dropping back. He's decided he doesn't want to stay too close up the front, whilst Monkey is there as well. Monkey says yes. In fact, he should go for the Salem wreck because it's all still there. Looks like he is grabbing this. Still a worthwhile wreck there, 389 out of that. In fact, these are worth more than that Salem, and they're a tight little clump. Grab that as well, then go for the Salem last. Does he have supporting units coming? Well, he does. He's got some strikers rolling out. Yeah, like that flare got missed, so it might cause some issues later. Speaking of units, Lemon Snicket is here. He's cleaned up, well, not everything. Still got a bunch here that he can claim as his. It's the walk of shame for the reclaim. That's right. Spotted. Let's try not to bump into things. And now would be the time to go for the Salem wreck because all this reclaim is gone and you've got units coming in. So a little bit of fire exchange on there. Now, we mentioned the early navy from Johnny. He has it up and in fact has another one here and a third factory going up. So he's definitely going for the deny. There is a submarine going over. And is this engineer going to be the first one to start a factory? Well, no, but neither player has made a bid for the side island. Compare this over here to Salamander has got this whole board of engineers coming along and he's got some anti-air popping out as well. Could do with some, like say, maybe some T1 RD or tanks just to roll around as well. So should the engineers land, they'll get a bomb artillery to the face. And speaking of bombs, sorry, we have a bomber coming over, so looks like Alfie doesn't quite want to give up this island and he's actually gonna have a go at it, although as mentioned there is an anti-air gun up there already. Some RT tanks popping out, so yep. So he is well established on this island and it's going to take, that's actually a combat drop. There is not a single engineer on that transport. That is all artillery. Right, the middle is heating up, but both players just standing there. Why don't you? I've got to try and keep an eye on that, but also keep an eye on this over here. So, cheeky. Drops them off, not on the island. Just going to sit here and pick off the mass extractor, but getting some return artillery fire. That's actually not a bad idea. Kind of clever. And indeed, what we thought might happen is an attempt here at a deny. Fire up there it is, the scuttle. That completes. It's going to take care of the submarine easy peasy. Back down here though we have the floaty making absolute nuisance of itself. Units just can't shoot them over the edge. One bomber out will take care of that. So we have all these engines up here perfectly safe from those. Double check up on here and that got spotted too late. I think that sub was done for. In the middle, both players down in the yellow, around half health for Monkey. Health for Lemon, who starts on a gun upgrade. Time. Same dance. Let's check out the reclaim numbers if we can. And see it just slightly in favour of Team 1, which is Monkey's team. Not by much though. Could have been. Over here, some more shooting over the side here, so still around. Engineers are still in place. It's happy as we go. We have up for Alfie. One, although we have another 6 planned here. That's a lot of Salamander. And there's one back over here with torpedo defense. Takes a lot of resources at T1 torpedo defense. And that was actually a gun upgrade for Lemon completed, so Monkey needs to be careful. While he hasn't got the range on the commander, he has got the speed, and that will decimate T1 units once he gets in range. Don't really want to be standing there, mate. You want to fall back. Don't think you quite have the units for this. You don't have the gunpowder. Hit points are fairly similar, but you see there, that's a lot falling off. Is he going to ball it in? They have very, very similar. This could be mutual. 2,000, 4,000. Oh dear, Monkey. Monkey is going to go down for no response from Lemon. He needs to fall back out of range and keep running. Don't stop. You need to keep running because you are well outgunned for that. 600 health. There was any air to help take him out, but there isn't. And in fact, Lemon needs to be careful because if he pushes too far, that's a fair amount of spam coming in. And he doesn't want to be too much lower chasing Monkey. All these units are actually going to come in and catch him, surround him though, so he gets a rank in veterancy, which helps his health. He's up to just under 4,000. And Monkey, in the meantime, is in a fast retreat. Let's check out things up here though. So this is now a T2 factory actually. So straight for T2 from Old Mate. Down here, and those are still T1 spamming it up. Lots of T1 factories spamming up, whilst Old Mate has focused on getting T2 straight away. 600 XP says Lemon Snicket. Self just over 2,000, whilst Monkey makes a withdrawal. He's up over 1,000. No rank investor has got a slow regen. Does have some radar, which will without a doubt help his situation. Doesn't want to sit still with his units. How are we going? Well, he has got T2 tech available for him compared to, this looks like all T1 for Lemon. Alright, let's have a check on our air players. It is around the 10-minute mark. Do we have T3 anywhere? T3 from Thybor, and he's popping out in ASF. He's got a couple out there. Same, no we don't. Not even started T3. So Shiny Stew started T3, he's still popping out T2 engineers. Stews? It's going to be interesting. This is free reign for Thybor for a while to get some T3 go. But Lemon Snicket has to be a little careful. His command is not entirely healthy. Monkey, who is trying to get an upgrade, he's going to want some assistance on that, and he's going to want a new radar because that will not last with this group pushing up. That is a lot of anti-air. So he's paranoid about a bomber or two, but I'll tell you what, it wouldn't take many bombs to take him out. We're going on for Lemon Snicket as well. He's happy to just hold here, keep the causeway, and get some engineers up to grab all this reclaim. Check up over on the side, still building out subs. Curious choice, just the subs, and he's going to push those in, probably find out what's going on. Back at the side island, which Salamander here has reclaimed in full and has rebuilt all the mass extractors. His spam is up and going, all sorts of units being pulled out, and if we look at his mirror, we have again T2, T2 on the beach, and T1 spam on the rock. Spam on the rock. Good times. Alright, flicking up down here though, we have, it's almost done for Lemon Snicket, so that will give him a boost in health and a boost in build power. Although having said that, we have T2 done for Monkey. Actually got T2 units up the front, some mongoose here, which will help absolutely shred those paper thin auroras. But he wants to get a radar down, and he wants to be careful though. 4,500 hit points, so he's got a little bit left, but still no bombs coming out for 2 HQs. Yeah, so he's actually upgrading a second T3 HQ, so he doesn't want a chance losing one of his HQs and not being able to build air. He's decided to rock up on with 2. Checking up over here though, we still haven't started. That can't be right. Am I actually reading that right? No, it is all T2. Still no T3 air upgrade planned. Is he waiting for this? T3 pronto, my friend. There is no air from Shiny Stew on the map. He has not a single scout. He has not a single air unit. He's playing the eco game, and this could be bad. If Thybor aware, nope, no scouting from Thybor, so he doesn't actually know that Stew has no T3. If he did, I imagine we would see this switch up to bombers instantly and start causing issues. Now, we took about T2 versus T1 spam, and we have a destroyer rocking in, and this is in trouble. subs up here, just going to pick off a frigate eventually. Do we have T2 down here? Well, we have an upgrade on the way. It is 30% done. It's taking a while though. Can they distract up here long enough? The destroyer in check. Lost more, and that's a cruiser I think being built. Let's see, destroyers and cruisers dropping out of here. Yep, it is cruiser indeed. And that's going to cause issues up on that front. But on the flip side, we have T2 up here, but it's up there instead of down here. This has let T2 be built by Johnny, and he's rocking out his first destroyer as well. So T2 for both sides on here, but T2 only for the beach down the other pond, although that is going up pretty quickly. Just about two-thirds of the way done. And then we have this little fracas over here, just these T1 frigates, no chance against all the submerged. So the submerged destroyer, realizing there is no subs in the mix, just goes underwater and just takes things out. Alright, checking back in the middle though, we have T2 push. So Lemon Snicket is here with his commander. He's got a bunch of T2 PD. He's got himself Volcano Defense for the tac snipe. And he's putting up some shields and putting up some of his own mobile missile launchers. On the flip side, we have Monkey, not quite as buried in, and he's doing gun upgrade. I don't agree with this decision. At this point of the game, you don't want to be using your comm as a combat unit. Really don't. Alfie's calling for air because there are torpedo bombers currently wrecking his navy. Completely unopposed, and, well, Fireball says, nah. Says, nah. He's just going to let those all die. Alright, Salamander says he's fine. He has torpedo bombers to clean up that. He has his own T2 factory here, and he's popping out the good subs. So he's going sub heavy as well. Curious choice. We look back over here, we have finished the gun upgrade. For what reason I still don't know. Lemony Snicket asking the Thibault for an engineer, so he wants to build not Aeon. Let's check up on the T3 air situation. Have we got it? We still haven't started the upgrade. Is the plan. There's reclaim going on. Sorry, I have to find out what's his eco like. Well, it's perfectly fine. Absolutely nothing wrong with his eco, but why is this not upgrading? Well, if only you knew. If only you'd scouted. Scouted and seen that he was not T3 at all. He does have the highest eco, but that's because he has done nothing but eco all game. Fireball is well ahead on the air race. He's got, no, that's still T2, but it's getting there towards T3. And we have another drop attempt over here. Oh, no, it's going to do the whole cheeky zooey on the zooey out the side again. And that is going to hurt because that is a T2 mix which is going to get popped. Unless Salamander notices, gets these frigates here down to pop those off. And here we go, we have a response from, not quite a response, but in the middle here is the action picking off, and we have a massive push from Lemon, running into all sorts of trouble though, and that Guncom needs to get some overcharges going. We have Mongoose out trying to help defend, trying to take down these Obsidians, but there is a whole lot of units, and they wandered into range of the other Oblivion turrets over here, so Lemon is doing a bit of PD creep, and Monkey, you don't want to be standing still with your comm because that is still like quite a bit of fire. He has plenty of units. He should survive this okay. We have Naval support coming in from Old Mate, but we also have Navy coming in from Johnny, so a bit of a battle brewing over here, battle brewing in the middle, and Lemon has to fall back. That commander, do not go forward. Do not go forward. You will get absolutely wrecked by these Oblivion turrets. Build. He's trying to rebuild a shield. Units in the way. Move your units. Back over the side though, we have the ASFs from Thibault finally tuning up to take out the torpedo bombers. As a matter of fact, it's coming out there. And we mentioned the cheeky Zooies popping up there. Send your frigates to take them out. Right, back up on the Navy game though, we have 2 destroyers left for Johnny versus a whole bunch. Barracudas as well as a Salem. 2 Salems, so that has gone well in favour of Old Mate. Now he can actually bring those over now and be a complete pain in the proverbial for Mr. Lemon over here, which... Okay, looks like the torpedo bombers coming in to make a extra nuisance of themselves, and Thybor is keeping his ear back for the moment. We check back up the top area. Have we got... Has he gone AFK? Honestly, has Shiny Stew gone AFK? He is doing nothing. Got engineers everywhere on patrol orders, and that's what they're doing, just patrolling. Got a bunch up here building some storage, and he is sitting and overflowing 190 mass. Sir, what are you doing? He has to be AFK. That's all I can think. He set up a bunch of orders, he's gone AFK, but we need to look at the middle right now because that is a problem. We have Navy has come in from Old Mate and he is putting pressure on the front, and you cannot keep that. His mother shouted him for dinner. Well, you'd think so. You said nothing in chat. But yeah, we'll go with that. So his mother's called him away for dinner. Monkey is holding in the middle thanks to support from Old Mate, who needs to be careful because there are some more units coming in. He's going to need to watch that, and oh dear oh dear. That's all the shields gone down for Lemon, so he is wide open at any defense. And Lemon's asking him to kill the PD, but in honesty mate, you should be killing the PD yourself. Get your own shield up, get your own PD up, and help him out. Throw some MMLs in there, change a tactic. And Lemon says actually never mind, just win Navy, which he will because he has more destroyers and more submarines, as long as he doesn't sit still. Those very slow shots, those will absolutely decimate. If you're sitting still, you put a bit of marker in and you will win Navy Exodus class, especially at range. Checking out this side though, and these Zuis have actually been dropped on the island. Have a gunship. I'm guessing your attention is elsewhere, maybe over here. I don't know, but you're about to lose all these engineers and all the work you did for this due to a couple of Zuis that you're just simply not paying attention to. Why are your gunships there? And he's going to have to redrop that island. He recognizes the problem with the... So moves them, but not... Oh, there we go. Alright, so finally. And he can rebuild. But that is a lot of damage from a few Zuis. Right, checking out in the middle, and we have the Navy is looking like it's going to rock back and start causing some more problems. Pick 3. Yes, we do. We have T3 for Monkey, so he's going to be rocking out some Percivals. Do we have T3 for... Well, we almost do. That's actually about done. And there was a control K on other factories to get some more mass in. So that's all understandable. Right, checking out the air situation, and we have, yep, second air factory up, and the beginnings of the stuff. Is it broken up yet? Oh god, no. This hurts so much. So much. These guys know, right, that the air player is doing nothing. They're so focused on their own battles, we're not aware. So at the moment, it is a grand total of 25 ASFs. Alright, we have, looks like a Navy sandwich coming in. All these units are popping over to say hello. This is just going to be the end of it. That's, yep, there we go. Lemon evac'd his commander a long time ago. He knew that was not going to go down so well. But checking out here, we have Alfie with T3, and he is going on to some submarine. Yep, there. Subs. That's going to be a pain. And look, we have another drop. Some more Zuis getting plonked onto air transport and gonna come up the island. Drop here and go for the factory and all the build power. Oh dear, that would hurt. Alright, Monkey's starting up a tactical missile on his comm. That could be a precursor to the Billy Nuke. So it's a big boom and can do a lot of damage. Very energy though. Has he got powerful. Well, he's got a bunch of T2. You don't want to stop building the T2 power though. Get a couple of T3 engines out of there and roll up. Start getting on the T3 side of things. Out down here though. Thybor remains blissfully unaware. Shiny Stew has. Attack the missile done for Lemon. Monkey, sorry, not Lemon. Lemon's his opponent. Monkey. Yep, there we go. And the Billy Nuke. So he's going to take a go on that. How is it? Energy? Well, he can do that. He can absolutely do that. Meantime, he's doing a push down the middle. Well, no, he's not. He stopped the push, turned his army sideways, and they're just going to get decimated. Pull this back. You're losing it. Losing it to very little effect. Alright, back on the side though, we have Swarm going on here. A bunch of T2 units over here, which are about to be reinforced by sub-hunters. These things are very nasty. Missiles coming in from a cruiser there. Do we have tech cruisers response? We do, but there is much short range. See some damage done before these things actually have effect. See, pops there. Okay, these always have landed. Only one landed badly and died. Nope, they got spotted by a defending destroyer. This is a very good thing to have sitting. Maybe leave it there, just in case of another drop attempt. And this army falling back in the face of those tanks, so it doesn't quite want to take this on just yet. Looking at the middle though, we have another navy stationed up here, just ready to pick off where they go, but we have T2 Arty. T2 Arty will make work of your navy if they're sitting there doing nothing. Alfie is saying get SMD. Has he spotted something? I haven't spotted anything. Still have an activity from Chinese Stew. Up here, that T3 is popping out missiles. Up here we have T3 Navy for old mate, and he's rolling battleships off and an aircraft carrier. Side we still sitting on T2 for Johnny Boy, and so let's go. They have done a tick trade, and he is actually he wants cruisers. He wants those TAC missiles. Okay, if we check out over here though, we have torpedo bombs coming in, doing their thing, taking out something but leaving behind the sub hunters, which are going to be bad. Oh, that is a Billy Nuke done. And now it builds. Do you have the power to run this, good sir? No, you really don't. You need yourself a T3 Pigeon to do that. T3 Engineer, T3 Pigeon, job solved. Job solved, job done, problem solved. But these battleships are coming on in, and they are going to cause some big problems up here. Like the Salem's already out, they are just absolutely shredding things down. These T2 Arties are getting picked off. All the PD is going goodbye, trying desperately to... I don't know what they're doing. Are they reclaiming? They're trying to assist. There's one T2 Arty left, down it goes. And now the battleships are in range, so that is going to be an issue for that side. Johnny, you need to help out. Your mid player is getting slammed. Still waiting for that stunning realization from Thybor that their air player is 100% inactive, just sitting there. Grey, please get more ASF, says Monkey. I do wonder if he's realized that Grey is doing nothing. Any moment now. Can't even build ASF, he's got T2 factory. Oh god, no. The pain. The absolute pain. Right, we're checking out down here, got a bit of a scruffle going on. We want to keep these things at range. If you get too close with them, they can get overwhelmed, but if you keep them at range, they have some of the longest torpedo range of anything, except maybe the Atlantis. So you keep them at range, they can do a lot of damage, but you charge them on in, and if you can get close, especially with destroyers, they can just absolutely wreck them with their own torpedoes. A bit of push there to help those back. We have a cruiser out from Johnny. He is trying to take some things out. Actually trying to take out the sonar. And I think old mate may have realised that their air player is doing nothing. So I think we're going to see him shift to T3 air. In fact, he's already got T3 air factory and he's building his own scout because he has absolutely realised that this guy is doing nothing. Waste of eco. And look at this horde of ASFs coming from Taiwan. How much is he up to now? 69. Nice. Yeah, scouts, and he's got a quantum gateway, and he's still just throwing these out. So that is a huge air grid. Nothing but air, nothing but ASFs. He could build, wow, anything really. With no opposition, he's got no pressure. Got air staging facilities up here to help refuel his aircraft. The navy up here should fall back because that is a lot of attack missiles, or they could push in and start destroying. Back in the middle we see, oh, it's Titans. Titans up to try and take care of some stuff. This Billy Nuke is on the slow load. Oh, in fact, there goes another. There goes the first one, taking out all of those units. Mass explosion. And units gone. Do we have T3 anywhere? No, so sticking with the T2 Navy over here is Mr. Salamander. He has once again rebuilt his island. He's trying to upgrade all these mixes at once. So he's going to be stalling mass summon chronic, but when it's done, he'll have a good income. And checking out the middle here, so that is Titans rushing in first, looking to clean things up. T2R and we pop it down. Good time to push in right after the Billy Nuke cleaned out this force here. These guys don't have a lot to stop them. We've got a commander with a gun upgrade trying to throw down some Oblivions. We'd beat off doing T1 PD. We have got some Harbingers and Sniper bots in play. They will actually help clean up these Titans pretty damn quickly. Titans don't fare too well against Harbingers, but a lot of stuff here. Commander dropping back again, and here we go, T1 PD popping up there to help out. This group just going to swing off to the side a bit, look at cleaning things out there. Back up the top we have battleships taking aim over here, so not looking good in the top pond, not looking good in the bottom pond. It's a bit of a problem. Side, the only place they're actually winning out is air, and is that because this guy's doing nothing? We need to see a little bit more from Thibor. What are you doing? Well, he's putting up a SMD, so please put a nuke up after that. Alright, so old mate's got some scouting out. He knows exactly what story is there, and he is absolutely building his own air grid. Look at that. Got a few T3 things up, putting up some power, putting up some shields. Even if nobody else is concerned, took out the wrong factories with those torpedo bombs. You should have taken out this one. So that is Navy on the doorstep. Salamander pushing in. And there's the... and the torpedo bombs to try and help clear things out. And yeah, he will be overflowing mass, but would be better actually having some air, because right now, if Fireball decided to chunk out a bunch of Strat bombers, he could snipe with impunity. There's not enough air to stop this guy. And okay, Salamander needs to move these in, and look at, if he could snipe out the HQ, it would be great. There are a lot of build power on that, and some 5 defending. Could run his frigates around the back and just kill off all the build power. That would help destroy things. Let's see what this is down to. What's going to collapse first? The Navy or the Naval HQ? So running out here, you've got a cruiser just picking off ASF at will. Alright, destroyer going down, cruisers going down. Cruisers really have no fire. I don't think they're going to succeed thanks to these guys right here. In fact, they're not even hitting the HQ, are they? Barely taking death, not enough. So that's not going to do much. That's going to stay alive. But then we have another force here. Over Navy in the top pond is coming out. We do have an Omen here, helping to plink away. That's a very damaged galaxy. Oh, I think it's going to go 4,000. Another volley and this thing will be in the drink. But there's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 galaxies to follow up on that one. I don't think that one is long for the world. Okay, checking out everything else. Lemon Snicket has a problem. I can't tell what his problem is because it's in Russian or something Cyrillic. Checking out here though, he has a veritable wall of defenses. He has a bunch of harbingers, he has sniper bots, he has Billy nukes hitting him, and it looks like okay, Fireball's got his own tactical nuke. That's an interesting decision. And old mate throws out, you know, our airplayers AFK, just to make things, just to make these guys feel even worse. He's been AFK for most of the match. That is just, well, to be honest, just awful. Absolutely awful. I reckon then we go back to the middle, and this is a large force coming in, and there are some Percys in here, heavily damaged. Down goes one, down goes the other, and now it is Harbingers and Point Defense versus T2. They've got some more Percys strolling in. Harbingers should be able to tidy up those sniper bots at the front is a bad idea. Salamander says, why help them with that? Because old mate is probably annoyed. I would be 100% annoyed. We have any game leaders being planned? Well, we have the SMD and that is going to be loaded. And Novax. Oh dear. Cheesy satellite spam. Does this job. Back in the pond here though, we have a wave of torpedo bombers taking our factory. So there goes any T2 over there. We have Navy in the bay, and that never ends well for anything in the area. ASFs are out for old mate. He probably wants some cruisers to help take out these ASFs. Well, he's got aircraft carriers. They do a decent job. They got some anti-air on them. That is them out of the Navy on this pond, and here we go. Watch the ASFs get plinked away. There's some cruisers in the bottom pond, and that HQ is going to go down this time. I'm sure of it. There's way more Navy. That's going down, and it is gone. Still got a few subs in, got some extra factories down here, but not really producing anything. Barn sitting on the front, looks like he's stalling on power. Does have an SMD, but SMD doesn't protect against destroyer fire. Trying to do some Zui spam perhaps to claim back some of that. That's going to work. These are going to get cleaned out as well. Back in the middle we have Percys stomping on up. They have said no to everything, and there was a GC being built which has been abandoned. And what is that? That is Johnny, his commander, staying in range of the battleships just a little bit too long. That is another Billy nuke. Yeah, and where Pink, well, he has run right the hell away. Let me sink it all the way to the back. This is basically done for. Novax is going, well, it's going up quickly, to the credit. And still nothing from Tiny Stew. Up here though, that is all the build power, all those going up. We have air grid being picked up there as well. Basically, looks like it's full share. That's right, it is settings. Full share is okay. Don't mind too much. But everything is happening down here. Torpedo bombers trying to thin out the Navy. We have shields, artillery going up. We have Alfie who is standing just a little too close to the edge. He could be picked off. Those destroyers do have good range on them and a good amount of damage. And in fact, there goes the first T3. And mass extractor. We have a P-Gen in danger if the shield should collapse, which I think it is about to. No, actually it's looking pretty good, 38%. And we have the air fight going on over here. It's 3 versus 1, but the 1 is winning just because of how much he has. And in fact, old mate is drawn his air back. Comes in a group and looks at trying to thin it out. There were some experimental done. That is going to be the Novax. Yes, it is. And torpedo bombers flying over forward. I'm guessing they were thinking there might be a commander in this pond, but there was not. But that's They didn't have much use otherwise though, because they were out in there. Having said that, still building up factories down this way. And Alfie decides he's had enough. His base is in tatters. He basically control case, and then Mystica does the same. He pops his comm there, decides it's game over for him as well. So inheriting all that wealth will be Thybor, who, if he had scouted and realized he had the massive air advantage of all air versus none, he could have made a lot more damage with strategic bombers. And Monkey is wandering up with his commander. He's got that billion Yoki, wants to launch another one at something. So there we go. Was some good back and forth actually in the mid game. There was a bunch up in the middle, and actually that's the billion. No, that was Thybor. He calls it out. He control cases. Com is inevitable is on the way. Well, there we have it. I do wonder just how much the overflow from Shiny Stew helped. Hang on. Is that an upgrade? Did he actually come back and upgrade his mechs? Right at the end? He turned up right at the end. Oh, look at this. Upgrading mechs. He's getting T3 on his factory. He came back. He came back for the end of the game. Look at me. I'm awesome. I won air. He actually did. That is hilarious. He's upgrading so many mixes at once because he had so much mass. And honestly, look at his kill death ratio. Look at this. 0. He had no impact on this game aside from overflowing some mass to his teammates. No kills. No losses. He literally just played Eco, Simulator, SimCity, and teammates carried him that game. I will say I am surprised. There's no way to determine how much is overflow that I'm aware of. We're being overflowed, but we know that totals are shown. So you had the 1.7 million for this team and 1.37 for that team. So the mass definitely top team's favour. But having said that, more scouting would have won the game. Had Thybor scouted, had he flown up, had they realised way earlier on that this player was completely AFK, still on T2 air, would have seen the stress come out, you would have seen the bombs come out, you would have seen Mikey being picked off in the middle for bombs, seen torpedo swarms coming out. All sorts of things could have gone wrong. So, unlucky. But we can see why scouting is so very, very important in this game. Intel is key. These are all the combat units you build. 4 torpedo bombers sitting there. Never ever used. Just sitting there, chilling, doing nothing. I'd love to hear the story behind it. But anyway, it was interesting. The drops over here were actually quite effective on the island in the end from Alfie. They managed to wipe this out a few times. This island did eventually get captured over by Johnny Dubinka, but not quite enough. He did get outplayed there. I feel like you can see old mate focused in on a few factories, pumping them out, whilst Johnny 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, a shit done. That's 16 factories. So he went for the spam but did not utilise the spam effectively. He let old mate camp out the middle here and help break the defences that Lemon Snicket had, and Lemon Snicket had quite a few defences he was well settled in, but sandwiched by Navy on either side, did not get support from his teammates and lost that, had to fall back, and that was a lot of mass to leave behind and a lot that was reclaimed. They started their own air grid because they realised that he had nothing. Vote. Alright, folks, let's see if we. Games. It's annoying. No games. Okay. Well, what's the vote here? Do I try and find a game to jump into, or do I find another one to cast? I don't mind either way. I'm having fun on both situations. Let's see what lobbies are up. Astro's boring. It's a wonky Astro. That'd be boring. Yep. Let's see. Nope. Oh dear, oh dear. Me and my low rating. A few 1k plus games. Well, guess who's not 1k plus? This guy. Probably because I haven't played in a while, lost a few games. I don't mind. Honestly, quite a bit of eco. I was 1k. I'm kind of on the cusp, but I've dropped down to 900. I just played a few games, had a few unfortunate losses where I did good but my team did terrible. So I've dropped down to 900. Not that I'm really complaining that much. I generally play just to have fun. Fun's where it's at. Let me check on the guys, see how close they are to actually pumping this out. We have not too many, half a dozen on. Give me a second.
Oh, God.
Good evening. How we
Hello,
doing?
Lars.
How close are you guys to finishing that one? And are you throwing up another
Stop
game?
getting so excited, you're scaring me.
Fire.
No, the Scaffers. I can feel it already.
Can you win or lose already? Just curious.
Probably not.
Probably not. You've been going for now.
Things are going really good right now.
Is that in going really good with a good battle, or going really good you're gonna win?
Hey, Alfie.
Blue is playing SimCity and we are losing, so... Yeah.
Okay. So Blue's having fun, fuck the team.
Pretty much.
Business as
I
usual.
think it's too late now. I don't know how long was it loaded for?
My nuke defenses, the 3 of them.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, you better hope you have at least 6 nukes.
Guys are insane.
Honestly, whoever tried to nuke Alfie's front base, if they went for my Paragon, they would have killed it. Because I didn't have nuke defense.
Oh, Jesus. He has a Paragon.
Oh, yeah. I was
Alfie
at
and they're coming for it.
Well, if you go to
Yeah, it's
Paragon,
fine.
isn't that the win button?
See?
I
Not really.
Too slow.
Alfie,
thought it was coming at my navy. It should
what's
probably
mine
shoot
is
navy.
yours, buddy. Are you ready to receive, Alfie?
That I'm not even going to go there.
Receive, Alfie. Take it all.
Take it like a man.
I've just given him everything. My entire fortune.
So 5 cents.
Oh, like 900 mass income or something.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
worth about
1.5K
5 cents.
now.
Pardon?
Alfie's at 1.5, 1.6K massive.
I know. It was like a bit over 1k, I think, or something after I was done. I did
Oh,
lose
wait.
all 8 mexes in the mid, so...
Elfie. I just
lost
did,
a bit of mass income.
I just cast the setting game 0 on. I just realized. My brain is not awake. Just going to mute myself into the boys and talk to the chat. I don't know. It sounds like the game's almost over. They're sitting there with a... Well, we've got a Paragon. He's given his eco over. Surely that's enough. And these other teams got something up their sleeve to
Wait, Red.
block the Paragon.
Yeah.
I think this
You
pretty
approved of the
won't be too long.
factories?
Only if they win us the game.
They will.
Alrighty.
You wanna build million T1 T-bombers?
I'm thinking of gunships actually. Is the way to
Can you
go.
just
Oh,
win
lordy.
it, please?
I
That's
am.
hilarious.
I'm coming in to win. I've got the air force.
Control K.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
yeah,
I control
that's what
K.
I do.
It's annoying, isn't it?
You didn't control K. You died.
No, did you listen to what I said?
No.
Come on.
Then okay,
Control
respond to
K.
that then.
You know you want to.
Sorry. My bad.
Control K, Blue. You know you want to.
Should I?
Okay, I'm back.
Would that be my punishment? Alfie, I gave you my fortune.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, well,
You mean
was
you've been
AFK.
AFK this entire time?
No, I've been on the phone. On the phone.
Banana phone.
Ring, ring, banana phone. Ring, ring.
Oh, back. Oh my god.
It's gonna get stuck in somebody's head.
Why mine?
Right, boys, wrap this up. I want to play a game.
It's almost over.
It's looking good. Looking good.
I think we got this.
Well, I hope it's almost over with the Paragon.
We just need to win air and then we got this. It'll be fine.
You know what wins here? Salvations.
Really?
I think I'm winning like fucking
Oh,
land
there.
at the moment.
Why, don't build salvation, just build emissaries.
Oh my god, what this? Seriously?
That's what.
What our fucking team was doing?
Yeah, I know.
Fuck.
Stick sounds
Actually,
annoyed.
do you know what? It's actually toxic, you know.
Stick on the other team.
Why,
Yeah,
what's,
stick on the other team.
what about
Ah,
Trips dead.
right.
Trips died?
What you missed is me fucking just walking my navy and a small army into
Yeah, I
the
see that
bottom
now. It's
areas.
pretty cool.
I just
Right.
been building. I just been
We
building
just,
like
we
some
just got
experiment.
the... I just cleared out the air. We can just sort of snipe off the
we
rest now.
No,
Hey,
we had
fair
our
enough.
own blue. We had our own blue in our
Right.
team, which was the pink guy, but he was only a 300, so he wasn't that good.
He's got a good base.
He has beautiful base, but it doesn't do anything.
Base is useless without something to defend it.
What's with the shields at the very front there? There's so many shields for what? Nothing.
To defend against Navy?
I don't know. It's weird. The pink stuff.
Look, can you just control K? Give us some chance.
Oh, no chance.
Why? But we won.
Yeah, you're still gonna win.
Aye,
Sacrifice
aye.
someone, seriously.
Sek really wants to win.
Can I find this game? Is it ongoing?
Oh, red.
Da-da.
Right in front of you, monkey.
Yeah, I know.
Boom.
Is that a Commander Boom or is it a...
Yeah,
That
it's a
was-
commander boom.
Oh,
The other
really?
ones are in the water.
Oh, yeah.
Upgrade, more build power.
What Mabel?
It's just taking the game's a bit slow, so it's taking me a while to scale the build power.
Scale the
mean-
build power. Your idea. There we go. I found your game. I'm gonna have a look at it.
This guy built all HQs in Navy
Right.
too.
I'm gonna rock this up at 10 speed because just while these guys
Oh,
going,
that's
and let's have a look what's going to get on. So this is the
That's
game the other
the
guys are
eco.
commentating right now,
who went navy.
and away they go. So we've got some guys over here. We've
They
got
had,
a
the
Seven
chance,
lane.
they had the chance to crush the Navy, but
few of the
just
boys
stayed
on one
in the
side,
middle.
a few of the boys on the other side, and we'll just do speedy.
And then when they did push
Speedy
them, I
to
beat
find
them.
out.
Yeah, it was too late.
Alrighty, got that bomber coming out, and it's gonna go for the. Yep,
And he
gonna
control
start
K.
killing the rocks. Gets killed by an interceptor.
We
Yeah,
finish
for
this
E.
now.
Pretty much.
Front. Front goes no.
It was a
Fine.
good game. Well played.
No, so they're actually over.
Six fucking whatchamacallit,
Here's
fucking
that.
line of
Here's
doom.
that cheeky
How'd you
drop
get so
up
many
here.
experimentals stacked?
Just control K
He's
that.
got two ecos. Yeah.
So much quicker than
okay,
control
I
K
get it.
that. Get
Sorry,
a
the
factory up,
bases
get
get so
52.
big late in this game, I can't tell.
Hmm.
Did someone
That'd be
tele
stick.
Mazer? Who?
On
That's cheeky from Sick.
It's going
On
for
who?
the, it's going for the power.
Power
Going
gun.
for E.
Oh, Paragon.
There's 35 shields.
Alrighty, and we're looking up on
Almost
over
37.
here. Navy
As I
popping up
said, it
for
was, like,
Heavenly.
official, like, we even didn't know where your comms were.
And he's doing that.
Like,
Getting
we
some
had-
air.
Our air players just
Where's mine?
played really badly.
Middle of Alfie's base.
Some
My
Half
comms
the
T2s
game.
going for a snipe.
Half the game, mine was in the middle of
Good idea.
Alfie's
They're still
deep
playing away?
storages and
They're still playing away.
PvP.
Up here we have
Kills,
this is
kills,
almost
kills.
T2 done. We're going to see T2 Winders come out and probably attack snipe attempt. That would be hilarious if it comes off.
that shit, bitches.
We'll see
I
what
did
happens.
nothing, really.
Guess what? Winning that means that I'm now true.
Stick
900.
is holding out here.
Is that meant to be a status update, Luke?
Samir coming in to
A
help
what?
push them back.
Is that meant to be a status update? Oh,
Just
Yeah,
reminding
there we go.
everyone, as per usual,
So do we
I
see
did
stealth?
nothing.
Popping up on there.
I did a lot.
You
Oh,
did,
that's
you
still going.
crossed the Navy. Good work, Red.
I crashed
they
a
are
double
done.
Navy, and then
I saw.
The game's over, so
it's good skills.
bit of hilarity just to watch up here.
I don't
Everyone
normally
wants to
play
see what
that
we're talking
faction
up
of the
here.
Navy either. I'm just trying to learn it, just in case. you
Seems
know?
like he kind of forgot about that.
Never know when you got to go Navy.
Oh, my strike
Gunships
roller
coming
is
up here
almost
to
there.
check. Or they're just pausing. No, it looks like they're just pausing there. And up here, do we see tech missiles? They even know they're there? No, they don't.
They didn't know what was. They didn't know what was going to hit them when I fucking just walked in with all those
Good
bricks
idea.
and experimental. Eh?
Shield and is the tech
Yeah, it's stealth,
launchers.
Yeah, I had some stealth.
Well, that's
That's all
monkey.
good. So Stick going for his
But I had,
cheeky tech snipe.
yeah,
We
the-
have tech launcher in
yeah,
here
got
from
Those
this.
stealth
And that's
boats as well,
got.
'cause it's cyber.
Oh, that's got 0
Those
kills. It's
are
going for
intelligent
something.
boats.
It is going for. That seems like a waste. T1 bomber swarm.
Used the rest, I basically used the rest of my navy just to soak up all the
I
damage.
didn't even finish things
go
off.
for those T3 battleships and the
Tech snipe
other
going
stuff
up.
first.
Is there another game?
And look into that. So
The thing is,
Bombs
Hans
did
will
finish
do
that
it
off.
by me.
Yeah, and you
Ah, a bit of fun
did,
going
Really?
on.
you did a good job at that, man. Those
That's the thing.
Right, these
you know,
guys are
I
kind of
don't know
talking in the
what
background over me,
Navy
so
was doing.
makes
I
things a
don't know
bit
what the air guys were
difficult to go
doing.
in there.
I don't know what's the eco doing.
Alright, let's see. Have these guys got a
Well,
game up I can
I
join?
think what happened is your navy and your
I just
ego
want to see this.
went really fucking hard navy, and they should have crushed me, but they fucking
Yeah.
took
Well, they nearly
my
did.
front
Launching.
yeah, they took my front mexes, and then they let me eco.
Are they going to get
They
him?
let me eco to a point where my production was equal to their
Who are they going
production,
for?
but they were pumping out T1 and I was pumping out T2, and
Oh, there
had
goes
just
the
gotten my first
T3.
T3 battleship. So when they pushed through,
And Mr. Confused here is popping up.
I was telling to
Gunships are ready.
yeah, if they had have attacked about
Shield
5 minutes,
links on.
anywhere before, like maybe even a minute before when they did, they may have won that.
As soon
Yeah.
as I seen the battleships,
So they know that that's up there
Yeah,
now.
it's lost, and that's what I was banking on. I mean, I did have a fair few
Absolutely
T2
lost.
subs there.
So did a bit of damage, took out a T3 Pigeon and delayed a whole lot of stuff, causing them
Yeah.
to break all that.
Well, I wasn't worried about the frigates. It was what
happened to my
behind it. As
frames?
soon as the stuff that was
Absolutely
behind it
gone.
all came, I targeted
Alright.
down. That's why those frigates got past me at the end.
And
yeah,
the
but-
flak is taking out the
Doesn't have to.
gunships.
Oh yeah.
A lot of
They should have
eco
had
being
their
wasted up
navy
there.
grouped more. I
there's some
think
ground to
that's
help
their
out.
problem. Is they just so much T1 came in, none of the T2 could do any damage. Do you know what I mean?
I'm going to force up
Like
on
if
here.
they
That's
had
not
the
good.
T2s to tank it a
Trips is
little
caught out.
Because I would have
Gets under the
obviously had
shield,
to
but
target
that's
that
a lot of
down.
harm.
I'd
Just
have-
oh, is he
I'd
going to
have
survive? No, he's not. I think he's dead. Just unfortunate for Trips. He actually had this until then. And up this way.
Yeah,
Well,
see,
so
I
control
definitely, like,
all of that.
while they were just sending the T1 spam, I wasn't really targeting. But as soon as I saw
Brilliant.
those T2s, I just jumped straight into it.
Fun times.
Game up.
Just you got to target up.
Right, somebody has a game up. I heard that.
Oh, down there, come on.
Alright. I will quit out of this one.
Oh,
I'm going to go join the boys.
on blue.
But this isn't an eco. No,
Alright,
don't worry,
fellas.
I'll make it work somehow, I'm sure. of it.
Okay, so I'm not a 900 on this map, I'm like a 300 now.
Group formed.
Cool.
I believe
It's
in
not
you. I
Group
believe in you,
formed.
Red.
Oh,
Especially like now that
Right
there's
away.
1400s, 1300s.
1400s. Oh dear. This does not bode well. Just putting this out there.
Bye.
Group formed.
Well, I mean, I'll be
Sorry.
fine.
This guy from Hong Kong, Erectimus Prime.
Have the power.
As you do. So who's got yakking in the background? As Red Wings. Fascinating conversation.
It's always Red Wings.
No, I'm just saying here's a fascinating conversation going on.
Seems to be Olympics.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
everyone,
well.
place your bets now that Trips will get air on Opti.
This is
Well, are you going to opt it?
sure.
He will.
Oh.
Watch him.
Opti mirrored. If it's not Opti mirrored, I'm leaving.
But we do have a Ukrainian and a Russian. And that's not good. And now another Russian.
2 Russians.
I'm not liking our odds out here.
Kick him.
Oh,
Oh, I don't know. Naya's.
I think
Naya's
Naya's a
again,
bit
yeah.
much.
I've played a game with him where he's been good, but then I've played games with him where he's
That's
been
it.
really laggy.
That CPU's too much.
But I feel like
Yeah.
the more players you ANZ players you have in the game, the worse it gets.
More ANZ, the worse.
It's
The
got
worse
What about
his
the
lag
Russians?
gets.
There's more
Yeah.
choke points for him.
Yeah.
He's a choke point to each one of us, and so relaying it just becomes a shit
Yeah.
fest.
The more and more distance travelled.
Yep. So is it a stack or is it a
Or like when we
opti?
play in a Russian lobby and they blame us for the lag, it's because one
Where's
of them
Hong Kong?
lag-
What if we drop 4 of these people and do a 5v5?
I can change the map if you like.
No,
Who would
that's
you drop
good.
though?
Well,
Oh,
obviously
well.
the 2 Russians, the Ukrainian, and we can drop Hong Kong back.
So you want me to kick Russians?
Because it
So
doesn't look
you-
like there's any more ANZ people coming.
Just
I-
go.
Oh.
We need that. We need some rating from a
Just
will.
play this.
Yeah, just play it. As is,
Take
opt it.
share off though.
Just go.
No,
full
leave
share.
full share on.
This is not a full share map.
Well, it is
Nah, it's
now.
not.
It is.
You can
Full
just
share's
walk
the map.
com straight into their base and fuck everything over and get advantage out of it.
Well, it's okay. But we're playing full share.
It's Opti sent a link. If he was in chat and not muted, he'd know.
I should have.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Now we're listening to the one majority.
Wait, can you wait? Red.
I'm sorry. What's up? Oh,
Doing.
Here we go.
Hang on. How the fuck can Centrelink a 1300 not know what the fuck Opti balance is?
It's fatal.
You ever heard of a troll?
Nah.
Yeah, you can hear it
Dickhead.
now.
The fucking dickhead is what he is.
Got him good. I got him
I
good.
heard you in there.
You are a
Then I was
dickhead.
playing and he came in, went behind me.
Did you think I was serious, Mr. Acid?
Nah, not really. I still think you're a dickhead though.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I
Don't
just,
lie.
you know, saw someone else say, balance. And I was just like, yeah, sure, I'll join in. Fat stack.
It's 92%, mate.
Ah, it's a fat stack. The host stack this one.
Oh, of course, the other 8%'s on the host side. Wow.
Wow.
As in oh, we don't have Boxer or Trips
Oh, that's fine.
or Fergus.
That's
What do you
fine.
mean
I am speaking in the
Ooh.
pejorative term.
So Trips,
Uh,
Fergus, Boxer,
Wow.
all in one team.
Wow.
So whoever's on the top side can fuck off.
Well, we could just sit and chat and have a yakko. I don't care.
Yeah, either other.
But choose one.
Can we just help
Um,
both?
No,
We
choose
have our
Pikachu.
cake and eat it.
This is not McDonald's.
It's not.
Can I
Well,
super stack
damn.
my stack?
Yes.
I would love to supersize my stack. with
I know
extra
you would,
stack
but you cannot.
For
You have to be as half stack.
Ladies wish you could supersize it too.
I
No,
would.
none does.
Because micro does nothing.
Savage.
Oh,
I
100%.
would
Oh, why is this on an angle? I can't build it on an angle.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
This poor guy.
Yeah, I'm very poor over here, Alfie.
Yeah, just go up.
I've only got. Oh, fine. You're gonna have like 10 more Nexus than me.
There you go. I fixed it.
Are you sure?
Get your reclaim fatal.
Yeah, I am.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
He's a short stack, remember?
Oh
See the
yeah.
sentry over here? So I might just brush on Maple. and
Russian Maple?
we'll go
Cool.
from there.
Is that the one mix challenge?
I mean, I've got more than one max, so
Well,
we'll
you,
see
you,
how
ha-
we
you have to
go.
you have to control K the other ones.
Yes, we'll do the one max challenge.
It's uneven ground is gonna kill me.
Get a better get a better landscaper.
Get some ankles.
I mean, I didn't make it.
Again, the E-boost, please.
No.
I can never give you resources again.
Sorry.
Ooh.
I know,
Ash.
I did do him dirty in that other game.
Oh, okay.
And I still won the game for us.
Yeah, I should have listened.
So rude.
They're bombing here.
System enabled.
Oh shit. What is this? Oh my god, that's what this is.
That's not. It's a lie.
I don't know.
What are we talking about?
We don't have. Yeah. We are an airless team right now. Oh jeez.
Red, you should have been air.
Me? I don't know. I don't fucking play these maps. I've only got
You
four
need
maps.
to switch to the air. As soon as possible.
Yeah, switch to the air.
I'm gonna go Navy.
Alright, you do that. Good evening, Ludwig van der Richthofen. Do. Hey guys, how we doing?
Yeah, right.
Sure. I mean, I'll take your word for it.
How are you?
Wait, am I what?
How are you?
Oh, how am I? Okay, yeah, I know. You know, so.
System enabled.
Could be better, could be worse. Could probably be a lot worse, actually, quite easily.
Could be in Sydney.
Yeah, well, could be Australia in general. Fuck, that's bad enough.
System enabled.
Okay, TD.
Nah, who does that?
Interesting. I wonder how that happened.
Wonder how what happened?
Wouldn't you like to know, buddy?
Oh, absolutely. Please let me know. I'd love to know.
Nosy.
Well, yes. Why shouldn't I be?
Don't want you to be, really.
Well, I am, so. Let's get me nosy with this.
God. Pretty savage today. Holy shit.
So, how we doing, boys and girls? Nice base you got there.
We got fucked 2 players here. Oh, it wouldn't have been a problem if I didn't have to fucking worry about purple in this team.
But of course you do. Isn't that what it's all about?
Apparently. That is what it's looking like, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. Ah, how rude. He built T2PD.
This game's fucking annoying.
Okay.
I'm getting fucked. I'm just getting double teamed on the left.
Just retreat.
Oh,
Run away!
bots.
What we do is run away.
I don't understand. We've all been double teamed. It's like,
Well,
I'm not your mother last night.
Naya's sort of our 1700 is doing jack shit.
Oh, is he,
Why?
is he having
Oh,
a
yeah,
jack
you got-
shit day?
Yeah. Then we've got Nacho Man who's not doing anything. Stack's literally fighting a Nacho Man saying,
Right.
who said we shouldn't have kicked Naya? I mean, really.
I was kind of a fan of kicking him myself.
Red Wings.
Yeah.
You wanna get that for me?
Get
what
what?
if he doesn't know?
The Swifties? No?
Who'd want Swiftwinds, honestly?
What? What is that? Oh, you're kidding. That is broken. I'm watching my projectile go right through this T1 Artie.
Oh
It's
no.
going through the middle of it and not damaging it. You seeing that? That is rubbish.
No. I'm not seeing that.
That is so gay. It's doing it to both of them. It's going through the center of the Artie and not hitting it.
Right.
Well,
How is that possible?
Well, according to the laws of physics, I have no fucking idea.
I'm getting Team D. Team L, whatever.
Everybody loves a good TMD. T2S snipe doesn't even work.
Yeah, well, this game is a bit rough.
You say a bit rough.
On hundreds ordering everyone around. It's pretty interesting.
Oh, really? Is he ordering people around correctly? Like, is he doing it well? Or is he doing it like a dumbass? I mean, it could go either way.
TMD here. Blue, TMD.
What is that? Is that mobile or?
I'll try to go and clean it.
That was confusing. I have a thing that'll do pretty good work with it in a second.
Please put the radar there.
I'm working on that.
Who needs radar? Totally optional.
I don't think it is optional.
Well, you know.
Oh my god, who's these people?
Oh. Yeah, right side's completely collapsed.
Link? What gave it away?
Units in the base.
There's not much else to it, though. There's a few units.
Elsie, what are you doing?
I was
Elsie
distracted.
sleeping?
Probably any of those.
Bad.
Yeah.
Bad for one side, good for the other, as it usually does. It's pretty much par for the course, though, isn't it?
You have drop. Blue, you have drop.
What would you like me to do about it?
Kill it.
Not a whole
Duh.
lot I can do, unfortunately.
How about you don't not kill it?
What?
I don't know if I can fill powders to stop it. That's like something air players look out for generally. Wow.
Oh, no, you kind
And
of
that's a control K from me because I'm not gonna deal with the aftermath of that.
Oh, jeez.
Don't please.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, just sorry, the game's already over. Plus, I've just lost all my base to that. That's not something I was able to stop.
Yeah, but at least you could have killed it and then control it. Plus, it's not this shit, right?
No, it's not. We just had nowhere, unfortunately.
What is air?
Well, I mean, everyone's got fucking air on our team. What are you talking about?
Minutes and no T3, says Nacho Man. Wait, WS T3?
T3, yeah, we do have it.
Burgers has a T3.
Oh, okay. Alright. I was confused. But now it makes sense. That's a Sam reversal one. Oop. Not your man said enough. Oh. And there's Elfie.
Puss.
Wow.
I don't know, man. I kind of feel like there isn't a lot they could have done.
Guy
Next
says
one.
never again with ANZ, but he didn't do anything.
I know, right? I mean, I'm okay with him never coming back. I don't think he's worth his rating.
Which colour was he?
He was
Pink.
pink, yeah.
Not when my fucking... I had 4 mixes and my fucking eco's better than his. I got told I was there late and I only had 4 mixes. I don't know what much more you want me to do. I don't know how these maps work and everybody got to mixes before me.
There's
Well,
an
yeah.
L.
Supposed to
So I
outmix
don't
them.
like...
Duh.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, kind of difficult if you're not actually told anything beforehand.
No one should have told me to go there. I was about to fucking come down to Sector 2 and just fucking push me.
Yeah.
The eco for that. I didn't have the eco then to push fucking area.
Yeah, true, true.
I didn't have the power set up for it, do you know what I mean? I was setting up for
Ground or something else.
Yeah, I was setting up for a T1 land span because I'm like, ooh, like I'm in a insignificant spot in the middle of everyone. Everyone else is getting all these mixes. I'll just fucking tech 2 my fucking 4 mixes and then just fucking spam one factory with engines on it. for a little bit and get us an advantage. But just as I was about to do that, someone's like, "You need to go in." I'm like, "Well, fuck. What do I do?"
And you boned.
There was only 2 actual com kills in that game.
I don't
Wait.
know.
Don't know.
Is someone hosting?
There's Aussie's ANZ up by Centrelink.
Yeah, join that one.
That guy's a douche.
Such a dick.
So is that Fatal guy as well?
Is it going to be fucking opted?
Highly likely.
Okay, I'm not going to play.
Just
No.
start a different one.
I can put the game up.
I've got a game up.
Do Opti no Millen air?
You can't hobby that, mate.
Yeah.
You're stuck with what you
Okay,
get.
do Opti Millen no air then?
Put Millen in the no
Ow.
mix position.
Yeah, that's how I'll win.
Group form.
No mix. Wimbledon. Just say grass on the wind on the weekend.
What's that?
Ah, your
Oh,
Pantheon challenge.
Yeah. Thank you. I was quite
Group
heavily
form.
distracted the first game, and
What the hell was that?
Group form.
but then the second game I just thought, fuck, I'm just gonna go all the way in and see how it goes. And
It didn't work. It was
Form.
close.
Yep.
Jesus, get rid of the AI.
Can you?
So are we
Yes,
doing?
the AI?
So are we doing Aussie's
Group
ANZ
form.
instead, or are we doing something different? Because a lot of people are in there.
Oh, you can join if you want. I really don't care.
I'm just asking where everyone's going. Just
Well,
Yeah,
I was going for the
ANZ.
I was going for Centrelink's one because
cool.
MapGene.
Yeah, Stanley is pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a random gen and a gap.
At least his mum thinks so.
You guys are
She might not think so, but
Form.
she says so at least.
Mm.
Yeah, true. No,
It's Nappy. Someone was asking about Nappy the other day. Can't remember who. Grimplex, maybe.
but nobody's weird as Nappy, whoever it is. Typical Aussie style.
Indeed.
But then, what's the point of wearing a nappy if you don't wear it, right?
That's right.
All right. You're waiting. This looks like a very curious map.
Mm-hmm.
Why are all the positions grayed out?
Because it's Opti. Have set it to
Hang on, I
Opti,
just
right?
gotta balance this real quick.
Yeah, you do that.
What does opted mean?
It means you're a
balance
dickhead.
it Based off your scores, which because you're
It means he's a
grade,
dickhead.
it's very hard.
Fair enough.
Alright, sure to death. Optimer. Yeah. I like how you're just randomly throwing people around the lobby. No. Kinda surprised nobody else is joining. Well, I suppose it's Aussie ANZ. It's okay, Ludwig. Yeah. Colonial. Yeah, whatever. He's a regular with us. He's in the voice chat with us too, so you can tell who he is because he's the one with the British accent. Okay, says Centrelink.
But it's still an opti.
He stacked it as much as possible. 5,000 versus it. So 4,800 versus 3,000 difference. Oh my god.
I want to be on my team.
Oh no!
I don't want to be on my team.
Now, can we just kick Safe out because he joined literally last?
Oh my god.
He's not even in the book.
He's gonna make everybody.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god, he actually did.
Wicked sick.
Yeah, he was trying
Because
to connect
Matry
to
and
one of the
Ryphen
games I
shouldn't
played
get
against
all the
Moose
best.
yesterday, and
Oh, Fedora, thank you, mate.
he's just connecting ages and ages and
Bits
ages.
are well appreciated.
Connected.
Don't have to, honestly. I'm just having fun streaming. If you're watching,
Thank you.
you're
What are you
enjoying.
doing? Get in the
That's all I
game.
ask, mate. You have good
But
nights.
not last.
Dosbag, full clan wars. Yeah, we war within ourselves.
Specifically,
We
it
had
says
ourselves.
stop training.
We want to kill ourselves. That's pretty much the way it goes.
Now, if you want to come and type, you're more than welcome to. I'll just kick all the other people that won't read.
Yes.
Or-
Say if he joins, we'll have to re.
Or I could just open up a new lobby and get Sapia to join.
Group formed.
Oh, God.
Oh, and Reggie.
Group
Wait.
formed.
I was about to say I don't have Pink Sapia, but that's because I haven't even connected to him yet.
Yeah, so you're going to have to read.
Yeah. Good old Sapia. Like I usually see that ping bar turn up. I was like, I got to read for Sapia, but this time it wasn't turning up.
One of you guys, Max. I
Full
get
share.
Napier.
Yeah, dude.
Group formed.
No.
I
The
also,
settings are good. Keep the settings.
I'll also turn cheating off.
Formed.
I think that might be ideal.
That's
no,
fine.
Without cheating, I want to spawn in 20 Scathus.
Yeah, same here.
Fatal.
Yo.
I'll see you to Scathus and do.
Yeah, I am.
I just spawn experimentals in your base.
Where that game setting is.
Share conditions.
Man, Sapia, your connection has gotten worse, Sapia.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Well, just remember, Dosbag, this game engine is so old, your single core speed is what matters. Because it's still... Just don't join giant games, like, even with a lower CPU, just join maybe, I don't know, 5v5 max, but you don't want to go for 6 or 8 VAs, as it'd be pushing it. Maybe 4v4s would work alright, but yeah. That's all good.
Fatal, you gotta kick some people.
Yeah, kick that Sentinel guy.
You gotta kick Fergus, Killer QWERTY, and Alfie.
Why?
Fergus, Killer, who's Killer?
Argus.
30 left.
Yeah, he's in. Trips is already read.
Trips is already read.
What was the
Well, good one. And Alfie needs 3.
Group formed.
Yeah.
I will
Jesus Christ.
kick him off so he joins.
Formed.
Are you just observing again, Reggie?
Group formed.
Banani.
See him sitting there muted.
Formed.
Oni Banani. 1800.
Group formed.
That big fella.
That might break this. Well,
Ooh, 18k. 1800.
yeah, but yeah. Yeah. Read the Discord, Sapia. Apparently.
Yeah, because he's not bloody listening.
Well, how can he join first when the lobby's already up and he just turns up?
He joins up last.
Yeah, because he
the
just.
thing.
But no. What I'm saying is, he wasn't in the last game, so maybe he just got onto his computer. Maybe he just launched the game. So. Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe that's on him. He should have been quicker.
Let's go. X up and go.
Deck.
Boxer stack.
So what actually is it?
Boxer.
Opti
Boxer.
gonna be hectic.
Boxer. Boxer's not in chat.
Boxer.
Yeah, and yellow boxer. He's not in chat. I mean, you can yell. I don't know if he's going to hear you, but. Come on, Boxy boy. Jesus Christ, Melon. Yeah, Melon's deaf one. Yeah, Reggie likes to observe. Still
Yeah, he
haven't
likes
figured.
to stand close enough.
Still haven't figured out why.
It's cock.
He's a cuck, right? And if Boxer doesn't come back, I can go observer. I'll just stream the bloody game.
Either other. I mean, we just need one more person.
Well, if Boxer's not coming back, I'll just friggin'
I'll just kick Sapia.
it might. You know he did redo. Get in, you know.
Oh,
Kinda dead. Get in.
Gonna actually join in, or is he just gonna sit there fapping at observers?
I don't know.
There we go.
oh, fuck that.
Boxer is coming back. So
Well, he's too late.
no, he's come back.
How late though?
It doesn't matter.
It was only like 2 minutes. I'll let him.
Okay. No, you know, moved. Did you move him, or did he move himself?
I moved him.
Alright. Alright, Boxer. He has to come in, he has to X right away, or he gets. Right.
Alright. Oh shit, I forgot about turning observers on.
Bye, Reggie!
Now Reggie knows how it feels. Take that, Reggie.
Do you know how it
Not the
feels?
first time it's happened though. This happens very regularly.
Hey, this might work again.
Well, if you're on a half watch, I am of course streaming it, so yeah. Oh, we done the sword. Done the sword. And I'm with. Right, boys. I don't know. Alfie, I'm not sure if you're air, if you help push.
There, I moved you to the crack chat, hopefully.
Cheers.
The crack chat.
The crack chat.
Yeah, boy, crack house.
So what was this about streaming Acid?
Oh, I stream. So, you know, I was saying if Reggie couldn't be observer, he could watch my stream if he really wanted to. Entirely up to him.
Yep, give me a minute.
So it's Sapia versus Banana. Banani.
That sounds.
It's probably Boxer. I think Boxer's higher rated.
You reckon?
They're both the same rated, right?
I mean,
we have got the two 1500s and the 1400s, so they've got 18. But then we have the next three highest players, so you know.
Yeah, I put my stack scripts on if you guys don't mind.
Totally mind.
Boxer is 1542. Sapier is.
Oh, I'm back to 1k. Yay!
Sorry, Boxer is 1458.
So who's lagging anyway? Is it one of the Russians?
Igorchi.
That's one of the
Saber is
Russians.
1486. Yeah, Saber is actually higher.
Sikoji.
He's 1200. Seraphim. So if you see a Seraphim,
Kill him. Yes. No.
yeah, kill him.
Okie
Aren't there more Seraphims than non-Seraphims?
What do we got?
2, 3, 4. No, there's only 4.
Nah. 1, 2, 3, 4 Seraphim? Yeah. We got 4 Cybran.
Yeah, Cybran is the OP fact.
Looks like Aeon is the least represented with 3. I know.
4 Aeon.
UEF is 2. Team UEF.
4
Fuck
of
you.
each, except for UEF. Yeah, so you gotta get ready to 1v2 the 2 highest rated players.
Oh, good times. That's exactly what I need.
They should both be walking into you.
Well, the scouts or whatever they are coming on the left here.
God damn,
Yeah.
this is nice.
So, you know.
It's the 1200 Russian.
Oh, Stack already built a PD.
Isn't that the way you do it?
That's, gonna take a huge chunk of his mass.
Are those labs?
Are you allowed?
Ah, labs. Hi, labs. Oh, there's trying to get out of the way. Oh no, I have a commander. What are you gonna do? Die. That's what you're gonna do. Oh, bummer. Just as my engineers come together, of course.
There's quite a few.
I'm 50% on MNC. However, Mr. Lilo already has.
Oh well. That's fine.
That's right, keep a good spirit.
Well, it is fine. Okay.
Yeah, I understand.
Oh, right, it's com. Never mind, as the commander.
That's alright.
Alfie,
That
can we
is
have your
okay.
can we have your com over at Help Center?
Fine, if I get some energy, I'll be pretty
Oh,
cool.
okay, I can spare a little bit. If I can click on it while lagging, there you go. Ah, shit. No, I'm not gonna finish.
That's why it's come there too.
And a bomber.
Oh shit, went off. On.
That's right, his comp wasn't upgraded either, so...
Can power your comms some upgrades, but
At least I was trying to upgrade mine.
Just use your comm as you're walking forward there to reclaim some mass.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. Except just...
delay is probably about 30 seconds, unfortunately.
Yep.
Kinky.
Commander under attack.
are you seeing it as 6 as well? Yeah. Yeah, go gun combat it to help. So,
Kinda can't stand still right now.
I go gun com behind you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Nappy's nearly there. What does he need? Doesn't need anything but it. It's good.
Looks like Millen has dropped back, so I think we're safe for now. He's building up a force, but...
Well, do you want to help me go gun com? Got some engineers coming up too.
Sick.
I don't have the eco just to go straight to T3.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just remember, their air player is Aeon.
Oh, so what you're saying is missies?
And it could possibly be a possibility. There hasn't been a scout up there in a while, and there is air gathering.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's not saying that there's mercies, he's saying scout.
Yeah.
I do scout.
Possibility there could be.
I have some engineers somewhere. Oh, they're helping you. Right. Looks like we have Millen moving. No. Okay, Millen's going for an upgrade on this comm right here.
Yep. Alright. I've nearly got the... I'm just in the second gun upgrade now, but I've stalled on it.
I am stored on E. Oh, I got you, Alfie.
Whoa. Gonna do that quite a few more times.
Not quite a few. Maybe one. A little bit.
Just realised there's wooden gunships. That's good.
A little bit more, tiny bit. Here you go.
Perfect, thank you. I'll be done.
I'll be done.
I've got good radar. I'll have range.
I have got a radar. Careful wet, you're getting double pushed. Right.
If you want to build something, I'll get my engineers out.
Yeah, you stick on your gun comm. I've got a few images floating around. I'm just gonna T2. It's not a good plan.
I've got a comm coming across the side. Be aware.
Yeah.
I think T2 is a great idea when you're like constant negative 200% mass.
Oh, absolutely.
I wasn't going to comment on that either.
Yeah.
Like, you're not building much with your comp for quite a while.
Yeah. What I might do is just stop this production.
What you can do is you can stop that air production because it's not doing you any favors. And that's -4 mass attack.
Who's your production?
They
You've got an air factory building scouts.
Yes, exactly. Because I like scouts.
But your scouts aren't getting anywhere.
No, they're getting enough. I just change where they're going. Mind your side. Another gun gone. There's 3 comms over there.
System enabled.
Gunship on me.
Ah, it's getting picked off by T2. And they got flak up as well.
I lost one of you guys.
That's a lot of units. Yeah, Banani is doing a PD creep. Mercies. Staircase mercies.
Safe record. Do you have any AA around you there?
Yep.
Black, black. I haven't seen Mercies, mate.
Well, somebody pinged them. Don't know where they went.
Safe you ping them. I mean.
Single Mercy.
Oh, 1. Yeah, he's building more. There's 3. I see 3.
Oh yeah. You could actually fly in there and kill those, you know.
That's what I'm doing.
I got TML going up in the front from Banani.
It's fair.
If you go in with the ghetto, I will go in with my gunships.
Whoa, that seems like a good deal.
No, he's got flak nearby. He's got flak next to him. Don't go in. Don't do it.
Don't do what he says.
I need to get some TMD up.
I have 1 up by my comm already. I appreciate the warning.
They have 3 in here, guys. They have 3 in here.
That factory you control K in your base is not going to be reclaimed as the commander reward.
No, it's not been reclaimed just yet, no. Don't reclaim the ones at the front. Oh, and there's a taking missile into my base. God damn it.
Oh, I'm gonna get stuck. Haha.
Gonna get sticky, you sure?
Maybe. Looks pretty good.
He's got flak with him.
They've got T3.
Woo!
They got T3 here? Oh yeah, they do.
You guys, they have 3 players in here.
Oh, ghetto gunships, I love it.
Oh yeah, watch yourself, Elsie.
You say they got T3, yeah?
They. Bummer. Strap bummer. Looks like Safety is dead.
Oy.
Nice.
Yep.
Gee, even had boxes in there.
Look at this 1800 go. He's all over the place.
That's all boxes now.
Jesus.
God damn.
Where's the strap?
He's in our
Right in the middle.
Such a. That was a 99% completed fucking.
Balls.
I am so annoyed.
Extra annoyed.
Power.
He was gifted that air, by the way.
Was he?
Wait, no, I'm not too sure.
I'm gonna say it's a bit rude.
I think really what we want is a P2 Arty piece there.
Yeah, I was just putting up some
I'll help you
T1.
build it.
I was just putting up some T1 because of the bloody spam that was sitting out front. That's alright.
Oh my god, that's going good.
My team do there. It's just out of range of my tech defense. It is getting over. Oi, oi, oi.
No, send my stuff to help. Orange.
I don't really have a lot.
Just got the stuff up.
Yes, you do. Right, so he's reclaimed his tech launcher.
Yeah, shoot into mill and stuff.
Yeah.
Tons of it.
That's right. Can't win every game. how he would.
Get him upgrade here.
Oh, he is. Wonder what the upgrade is.
Maybe it's more attack defense, kind of like in front of the shield.
Yeah, just let me pop these. Oh, that sloping ground, my god.
Boxer, they're coming to com. Yeah, you got it.
This sloping ground is awful. This comes moved. Britain. Oh, stealth. Ow. Oh. I've got TT badge from him in the middle. So Fergus. Try and deal with that. I'm about to lose my Lord Fire base here.
What's going on?
I'm about to lose this little base I've got at the front here. Got Tex coming in. Tex coming from Millen and Artie coming from Fergus in the mid.
Oh, that's fine. Okay.
So, and there it goes. Yeah, the friggin' the lay. I like to say the lay of the land, like it's a slope. My ID shells are just going over.
Oh, that was very unlucky.
Yep.
You get one mobile shield up there and you can absorb one shell. Just put it around your shield underneath.
Yeah. Should go with them now. Don't do that. Rude. Good. See wood.
How come none of the aircraft on scout?
Oh, you know how it goes.
Guys, there are 2 players in air, or 1 player in air, so...
If you don't go too far forward, you can't look at Millen's army.
That's a fairly sizable army. Oh, he is coming for... No.
Actually, they've got 3 in air, 3 players in air.
Are you kidding? Mind the air over here there, Neppy.
You do not have air.
Nope, and that's a horde coming from Mr. Millenwise. As of course it is. And I don't really got much to stop that.
That's just T1 with a T2.
There's some T2 mixed in. And Fergus has rebuilt his RD on the mid. And he's doing that shit again.
Yeah, what's happening at top right is good. You're looking that echo out. You're happy. Hey, Alfie, Alfie, air.
Gosh. Thanks.
That was almost a disaster. Oopsie.
Kill the PD right next to you. Is front struggling with energy for radar?
Nope. Radar keeps dying. And now we can push from that way. Motherfucker. Alright, there goes our front base. They live for a while.
Just careful guys, we don't have a all that support.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake, are you serious?
Is someone
God,
struggling
shield
with
too.
power? Nappy, can you build a radar up front there with all that PD? I'll help you build it. And you can even just give it to me if you want.
Yeah, no worries.
Awesome.
I'd do a T2 bat finish, but...
Alfie, can you get a strike defense up?
We've got to stick with ASF.
Sorry?
We've got to stick with ASF.
No, but they've got a nuke up.
I got a nuke, fuck, almighty.
Yeah. I've got the air group going. Can you wait on getting SMD up?
Oof, alright. I'll place it well.
You're in a better position for it anyway. But
I'm
don't delay.
I'm just gonna place it near Sentinel. You know.
As long as it's under shields. Is it coming up?
Oh, good god.
Oh, good god. If they're wasting nuke on me, they're doing it wrong. But you two guys at the front?
How do we go in the box for all day?
Me tell you, two guys at the front are going to have problems.
And right down the middle.
It's back for boxer.
Where is Thomas? Oh yeah. Oh god.
And he's gone. Well, that's a problem.
Can you get that up, please?
Yeah, it's built.
What do you need?
Where is it?
Let's click.
I already got a SMD up.
Is it? How close is loaded?
0%.
Okay. I'll assist. Monkey down the middle, which is good. Yes.
Yes, no, maybe, I don't know.
Give me the give me the air, mate. Give me your air.
What? No, we're gonna go yellow.
Give me your air. Oh, fine. I'll pick them up.
Well, that was a pretty good engage there. Might have it.
Going good.
And there's a stress on the monkey.
Where's the monkey?
Strats.
You can fit the strats, I'll go for the tap.
Strats down.
Two of them.
Watch out for the red ASF. Red ASF. Behind you. Yep.
Chicken.
Chicken.
Get back,
Oh,
get
lordy.
back, get back, get back.
we won it.
Well, yes, but we're also going to lose the game.
Oh yes, but no.
I know. He was doing stuff. Yeah, it's Brick said now. Oh, Nappy, that's way too many attacks.
No such thing.
Trip says sniper bots. Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Sorry,
Really?
Oh, right on it down.
Yeah, it's not in the store.
The chicken's up there, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, good times.
Gotta shoot the tax now, Nappy? Or never? I did? Oh god.
Strategic launch detected.
Ah well.
It's not loaded.
Oh, what?
Nope. No problem, like shot. I don't even have one. I didn't have the eco to get one. Surprised if it has me, to be honest.
It'll be going for me.
Yeah. Oh no, it's going. No, it's gonna go for something. Sure.
Yeah.
It's been scattered for the longest time, seriously.
Yeah, but he's got a lot of willpower.
He does have a little bit of power. Here's the monkey.
Oh, from the start. Always yours is S&D, mate. I do got one up now.
Yeah, I think they're going to ignore me because I'm not any kind of a threat. I'm just waiting for them to finish the game off, to be honest. I think... Okay. When they're building Rambo support comms...
Where's your mute defense?
just got nuked.
Yeah, Alfie's.
Here's chicken. Oh, they're just gonna romp through everything.
Oh, wow, you got him.
Oh man, seriously, these guys and their fucking stealth.
Oh, there's a GC right there. XG.
Yeah, GC win. Oh, right there. And another chicken coming in behind the other one. I was wondering what they're waiting on. So the question is, what is it they're going to use as a final demise? Trigger alert. What? Classic Team Fortress 2. Love Team Fortress 2. It's great. I have about 1,300 hours in Team Fortress 2. Just a few. Maybe a few too many. Okay. Right. Let's see. Famous last words. You'll never take me alive. Probably because I'll be dead first. Kill that. Stop dodging. Oh, I had to get a rank of it just then, didn't it? Oh well. I can't wait to see the scores. Oh, She's a good
How
one.
many minutes did it say we were in that game for?
36.
Ooh, that was a bit rough.
No, I mean actually in the game for.
Yeah, that's the question, isn't it? It's a very good question.
Yeah, I feel like Banani's shoulders are very sore right now.
I think Banani broke the game.
Side was a bit dastardly.
I think Banani broke the game. The balance was just...
Everything just felt slow there, like really slow.
Yeah.
He's the one that said on the forums that he has a broken computer.
What? No.
Oh, nah, his computer busted, so he played that tournament on his mate's laptop.
Alright.
Wow, I didn't actually.
I
get
don't
that
know
over
if
there.
he's still on that laptop, or I don't know if he's got a new computer yet.
Yeah.
Anyway, see us.
Yeah, that might be it for me tonight, boys, as well. Been fun, couple of games, but I will step out and catch you another night.
All the New Zealanders, hey?
Yeah, well, come on, it's like 12 o'clock, so...
Alright, see ya.
Alright, catch you, boys.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and yeah, that is actually going to be it for me. I see coming up 12 o'clock, had a good 4-hour stream or so. Had a couple of good casts at the beginning, a couple of fun games. I'm probably back down to 900 at this rate. But that's alright, I do not care. Do not care whatsoever. It has been fun. So I'll catch you guys again another day. Next stream might not be Subcom. I dropped some No Man's Sky instead. Just have a womble around of that. But either way, thanks for hanging around, guys. Thanks for watching. Have yourselves a good night, day, whatever time zone you're in. Take it easy. See you later.